Oh no.
Hello and welcome. It's on. It's okay. Yeah. Hello and welcome, team. Welcome to Ardent Roleplay stream. Perfectly messed that one up.
Oh, you're so good. You're perfect.
It's when you look at the stream and you mistime it. So, hello, I'm Jacob. I'm going to be running this fun Ardent Role stream today. Welcome to D&D and the Veil of Dusk. This is our cast, the fabulous Nick, Steph, Roman, Macaulay, and, of course, Trent. We're going to do a quick round of introductions, and then we'll get started in the game. So, Nick, we'll throw it to you first.
Hello! Wait, am I role-playing yet?
Yeah, not yet, but, I mean,
Okay.
we're all role-playing ourselves all the time. Yeah.
My name is Nick. I've been running Isolation for the past couple of months, which is an online D&D service, so I've been DMing 5-6 nights a week, and have gone completely crazy.
Completely insane, yeah.
I've got a long-time experience with D&D. I love some magic. I love the fidget game. And I do pro wrestling when I can do that. I just got through that whole sentence and I'm proud of myself.
Oh, look, I'm proud of you myself, actually. That's a good rap sheet
Pro
right
wrestling?
there.
Yeah, that's rad.
Yeah,
Who knew?
It's super fun.
Yeah. And then we'll throw away to Steph. Activate.
Awesome. Amazing. I'm Steph. I've done tabletop roleplay games since about 2013-ish with Pathfinder as my starting one. I've been consistently playing Pathfinder and D&D for the past 2 years, but my one true love is live action roleplay, and predominantly with World of Darkness as my main one.
Yep, vibing that World of Darkness life. We'll then throw away to Rummy.
Oh shit, okay.
Rummy, Roman, we'll figure it out.
Rummy's fine. I'm Rummy. I'm from Melbourne.
Hi, Rummy.
And I've been role-playing for a while, mostly predominantly LARP, World of Darkness and Bottle LARPs as well. And I'm currently DMing my own D&D game, but it's a physical game with my housemates. And I have not... Otherwise, I don't really have a lot of experience with D&D, so this is a whole new thing for me.
I'm so excited. We're going to get pretty through your races, go pretty through the meat grinder, all the churny boys. It's going to be fun. All right. Thanks for coming. McCoy.
Me.
Yeah.
Hello. My name is Macaulay Bell. I'm an artist for Audacious. I played D&D for like 4 or 5 years, DMing, playing kind of thing. I haven't played in a while. I don't play very often unless it's with like Audacious now. So most of my D&D experience is just making all the concept for Roleplay, which is fun. And I'll be playing Mog, a good boy paladin.
Oh, good boy paladin.
That's the one.
The one of our returning characters. And then we have the lovely Trent and his hair.
Yes,
this is the character you see. Yeah.
My name is My Hair, and I'm here with Trent. No, my name is Trent. Welcome. I work for Bolt Games over at Brisbane. I work for Dylan. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for probably about 8 years now. 8 years now, probably about 10 years now. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons 5e since it first dropped. I first started with 3.5, so Pathfinder. I played a bit of 4th edition, and we don't talk about that. So
it has its issues. We all know it.
You know, it has its own lovely set of issues. But I really love 5e. I've been playing since the dawn of its release, and all the changes they've done to it has been really great. And I've been a forever DM my entire life. So I've probably DM'd about upwards of 20, 30 campaigns in my life.
Wow.
Quite easily. I've built all different games. Apocalypse Now. I've tried WoD before. I've done the Vampire Masquerade. I've done a lot of different games. I always come back to Dungeons & Dragons because it is the most simple to come at from a player perspective. So, speaking of a player perspective, I'm really excited to play Daemon Theomune, a guard who is opening his horizons to follow in his father's footsteps.
Nice. Alright, so where last we left our intrepid adventures, we had the lovely Mog and, of course, Daemon Theomune moving towards the kingdom of Numeria. Numeria obviously had been kind of having some issues with a sickness for the last 2 years, and is now compounded in finally closing the borders, and some adventures these lovely cast members we have here plan to go and put the entire kingdom to rights. So They had two other companions with them, the lovely Gloria and Alara, who, after Alara obtained an ancient artifact, decided to pursue that quest on her own with the help of Gloria, her relatively good necromancer friend. So we now find ourselves in Shanky's Inn, a kind of outpost on the outskirts of Nemea, the last post before actually heading into the country itself. So we'll get started right now. So I'll give you guys the quick. So I'll quickly send everyone the old Shanky's Inn on Ardent Roleplay. If you want to just bring that one up really quickly for me for the Market Square, and we'll then get started with the game. Now, Nick, Steph, and Roman, you are all actually within, obviously, Shanky's Inn, having got here probably within the last, 3 hours or so, like kind of dying of the day. It's obviously getting to about nighttime, so it's actually kind of, a good time for, obviously, a tavern, even one as grim as this one. So we'll have a quick look at that, and I'll then show you the inside as well. Alright. That's the market card. Alright. And here we are. So we also have in the old enter. Here we all are. So there's obviously a few people in this tavern of ours. They're all kind of like drinking and generally keeping to themselves. And this is when, of course, Mog and Damon enter in. You guys, get ready.
All right. The Damon's immediately going to be a little bit shaky because this is kind of a dodgy-looking place, and he's not used to dodgy-looking people. So he actively kind of stands a little bit behind Mog, kind of looking over his shoulder.
Yeah, because Mog's going to go to the barman and just immediately put down his one coin and be like, "What will this give me? Just what will this give me, please? Not sorry about your table."
Not sorry about the table. Just using your giant orchids. The actual the innkeeper is this kind of like dwarvish woman. She's got like kind of a pretty sturdy looking demeanor to her, and she kind of looks you up and down with kind of a wide eye and is like, "I'll get you a beer." One.
Yeah.
You slam down a gold piece, correct?
No. Well,
No.
yeah.
One copper or one gold?
1 gold. But can I say?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. How many?
Yeah, that'll get you a few beers. Maybe a crust of bread. He kind of like scoops up the gold coin, puts it in her pocket, and
No, wait. I didn't want to scoop it up. I wanted to say how many could I get.
Yep.
And then decide on how many I want to get.
Alright, well you can get about 3 beers and a crust of bread. Or you can go probably one half, like a kind of like half a beer and an actual meal.
Can I get 2 beers, a crust of bread, and the change, please? I'm very poor.
Sure. She's like,
That's in full armor. I am very poor.
you kind of like
Spend all that money on your armor.
She's like, okay. Kind of takes the coin there. Cans you back a silver piece. Oh, say two silver pieces, so, and then hands you the 2 beers and the custard bread beside you, and then turns over towards Damon as well, and is like, "And for you?"
Just water, thanks.
Wait, Damon, I got
She
you.
pauses and you say "What?"
Water, from the spring.
We don't have a spring.
You have a well. You guys have water, right?
Bowels for cooking. We don't usually drink in the bar, but
Well, I will pull out my water skin and I'll look at her and just hold it up and start drinking.
I'm going to hand one of my beers to Damon and say, "This is probably the safest thing to drink here."
Oh, and I'll take it off him. I'll trust Mog's advice.
Yeah. Meanwhile, as well, in this bar, obviously, you guys are sitting just over here. The 3 of you kind of at the bar, probably having a beer yourselves or whatever drinks you'd like. Wine, for instance, if you're feeling, exciting. And yeah.
Wow, I didn't even realize that Roll20 had you did it. You took a picture of the top-down thing. Ah, love it.
Look,
Just didn't realize Roll20 was working.
it's Ardent Roleplay. Yeah, it always works. What are you talking about?
It just works.
It just works. Sometimes that's all you
Just
need.
works.
Absolute victory.
Can I roll perception?
Perception? Yeah, you can roll.
Is there anything else
me
happening in the area that I feel?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Anything you can vibe.
Yep.
I can tell you something happened. I'll tell you bloody what.
All right. Well, roll to vibe.
Roll for good vibes.
Good vibes.
Oh no.
Beautiful.
All right. You know what you get from those vibes? You're like, this is definitely a tavern. Yeah, this is a tavern-esque energy kind of vibe. You do see, of course, there's like a quest board on the side of the room there. You see the regular stuff that you'd see in the room, the barrels behind the bar.
God, Mog is good. Seeing the things.
Like there are people here. There are things. There's stuff to be about.
I'm feeling a little bit proud.
Yep. Do you want to? You just have a quick look at the quest board there.
Yeah. Is there anything on the quest board?
Yep. You can have a look at that. So I'll just send that to you as well. As for the other three of you, how are you vibing right now? Do you need a vibe check?
I need a job check. I would like to humbly request the bartender. Hello, sirrah! 'Tis me, Hubert, the travelling one-man band. I would like to request that you have the pleasure of my performance in your corner.
She rolls her eyes, probably for the third or fifth time this evening, and is like, I've already told you, we're fine on the entertainment festival. If you would like to... what would you
give us
play?
some of this.
What would you play again? Sorry, give us some of what?
I shall play my dulcimer, my lute, and my panpipes all at the same time. A rare talent indeed.
She kind of like looks to the rest of the bar, like the rest of the like patrons in the tavern, and is like, no. She's like yeah, she doesn't even say no. She's like starts shaking like, and like goes to probably the center of like all of you, and is like kind of just tries to avoid eye contact with you guys. Like, can I get you another drink there? You two?
Yeah, just sort of shakes his head like, no, I'm fine, thank you.
Lillian does completely drain what she has in her last little bit of cup and motions for another one.
Yep. She like takes the cup, pours another beer, and then like hands you another one. And then like I think you guys probably paid up for like both your food and your stay upstairs tonight, so we'll waive that one. Whereas you two who just arrived, no, you have to pay money. That's what you have to do. Yeah, cool. So there are obviously people in this bar. There's like a guy kind of sitting obviously to the distance there. You can see on your old apps there, as well as a kind of group of individuals all kind of sitting and chatting, doing some cards and stuff like that. Yeah. You do notice the two that come in as well, like the three of you. The orc and the they look like two pretty heavy looking fighter types, whereas obviously you guys are much more like bow, leathers, and like ready to be on the move. Yeah, you guys are more movable than those guys. Those guys are obviously like mercenaries potentially. It's like a probably good go-to that you kind of like. So
you do notice though that one of them does have a bit of an innocent look to them.
Yeah,
kind of looking around the room more.
The good boy orc,
and he's wearing the plate armor.
Yeah.
Don't let the image fool you. He's a lovely man.
Yes, he's got a very soft complexion.
Yeah, very kindly.
Got big cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
Baird sort of leans over to Lillian and is just like, do you think those people know more about what's been happening like further south of here?
Which one?
Either of them? They walked in together. Maybe they're friends.
That's a fair point, but I feel like the younger, innocent-looking one probably doesn't understand. Maybe the other one. We can try the other one.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to them.
Lillian's gonna stay put and be like, alright, sure. Cool.
Make sure nobody touches my instruments. Just leaves the loot with her.
Just scooches her chair over to be in front of them.
Yeah.
Yep. Like all your gear is just down there. You haven't even bothered to up you. Don't need to. Got my loot on me.
Yeah, it's got a lute, a lyre, and a violin.
Yep. All the essentials for anything.
100% carting that shit around.
Absolutely. Alright, yep.
So yeah, Baird approaches the two newcomers. Sort of, he's got he's a drow, so he looks a little frightening, but he's got a friendly smile.
What kind of colored skin? Like light?
It's like a sort of like a deep kind of royal purple.
Okay. Cool.
And he's got like very, very pale lavender hair. It's quite short.
As we're being approached in this kind of this environment, I will kind of brandish my weapon a little bit as he actively as he approaches. I'm not going to get it out or anything. I'm just going to brandish it a little bit because this guy's just sitting at the bar, and Mog and I are minding our own business at first. We know we need to talk to people for now, but he's coming to us, so I'm a little bit worried.
Okay, by brandish, do you mean you fucking pull it out and swing it around? Or are you just putting a hand on it?
I will put my hand on my weapon while it's still in its sheath. It's quite a long one-sided blade that sits on my left side. So I've got my right hand over it, but I'm not actually pulling it out of its sheath.
Brandish is a very particular kind of...
that strikes a very particular image.
Maybe I'm misusing that word.
I'm thinking that word doesn't mean what you think.
I wave my sword back and forth. I wave my sword back and forth. That's how it is.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, not in a tavern at least. In a civilized culture. Yeah.
Maybe not a brandishing then. Just actively showing though. My point is I actively kind of lean my left hip towards him as he approaches.
Cool, excellent. Is Mog on your right or on your left?
On my left.
Okay, cool. So Baird makes a wide arc around Damon and comes to talk to Mog instead. No.
Yeah.
This is good news to me.
Just okay.
So fear not, you can actually see where your characters are in the old Roll20.
Yes, excellent.
So fear not, you can move your characters around as well, and I'll move.
Yes, I forgot that I can do that.
Yeah, you can.
Roll20 before.
The wonders of D&D in the digital age. Wow.
Mad. So Baird approaches and sort of gives a little wave hello, friend.
Hello.
You're from further south than here?
Are we? I've forgotten where we come from.
East. We're from East.
So I'll tell you from the East. If
we're
we
from
have
the East.
Have a little look at the old the map there.
Double check that map.
Yes, we're from Dallaport, right? Saraton, sorry? We're from Saraton, and we've got west.
So you guys would be right about here. This is where about Shanky's in probably be
okay.
Yep. And this is Numeria.
Awesome.
Looks like Amberhold.
Oh,
I see it. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's the capital. So then there's Numeria as well.
Amberhold.
Yeah. It's important for the map.
Excellent. Oh, East.
We
I was
are
looking for further south. What's happening in the East?
just plague. A lot of undead to be killed. Just the usual.
That would be the West, actually. In the East, that would be Dallaport.
What did we bump into on the way?
Oh, there was those zombies. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Just some evil shit that needed to be vanquished.
It definitely seems what's been happening.
Evil shit.
Keep hearing about that.
Yeah. The
This place
absolute
is full of evil shit, man.
the absolute Chad Paladin response, oh yeah, evil shit.
Evil shit, it's
Took
fine.
care of it for you, though, of course.
You're welcome.
Did
For
you
me?
quell these powerful beasts with song? For beating in my bosom is the heart of a bard. I must introduce myself. I am Hubert Sam Chavalam, and I have been bard from every bar from Draven's Harbour to Amberhold.
Because you're annoying.
It's annoying. I'm just very, very pompous.
As
All
he starts
bards.
to approach us, then I'm going to take a little step back.
Nope.
Yep. All bards are annoying and charming. That's why bards are so great.
I mean,
I'm
it's
not
probably
annoying.
aside
I'm
from the bar at
delightful.
this stage, while
Yep.
Lillian just head hits the counter. Why? Why?
It's like from Avatar. It's like, Sokka, why is your head red? It's like, I don't mean to discard you, but I think that kid's the Avatar.
That's exactly
She's
what's
like a
happening.
permanent bruise on her forehead.
Yeah, this is entirely Lillian's life, the entire way. These two bards that she's been traveling with.
So
Never a dull
overbalanced.
moment. She just wants a dull moment.
No.
Please let there just be a dull moment.
Nothing but adventure, that's what you get. That's what you signed up for.
Love it. Mog is very easily entertained, so already there's two bards making him laugh. How can something make me laugh? That must be good, right? You can't say
Clearly.
That's how good this works, yeah.
I just know that, drows are just misunderstood, so, what has this drow been up to? What is your name, drow?
Baird.
Baird. You already said that, my bad.
That's
I think,
okay.
I think I'll, lean over his shoulder and I'll also whisper, Baird.
Your friend was listening. What's your friend's name? Hello, friend.
At this point, I'll come around. I'm like, my name is Daemon Theomune. And I don't say anything else. I just kind of stand there proud.
A little bit taken aback. He's never met someone who introduces themselves with such fervor before. Just, okay.
All right.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, sir.
Thank you. You're the first person who said it's nice to meet me in a long time.
I look over at Mog. Oh. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
There's various clanging from the bar as multiple instrument cases are picked up, and a kind of tallish red tiefling with very tall antelope horns kind of meanders over. Are we doing introductions, or?
I was about to introduce you. Here, let me take my instruments.
It's like jangle, jangle, bang.
I can imagine you're holding
Strapping them
8
back on.
briefcases almost at once, dragging them with you from all the instruments.
I'm going to say for the fourth time this evening, the bar turns their head to look at all of you and then goes back to what they were doing with a slight sigh,
Idiots. My bar is full of idiots.
Mog is like, are you all a band? There's so many instruments.
Well, these 3 are mine.
Oh, all
They might be a traveling band.
3 are
A
passed
group of
across.
bards, a traveling band, without meaning to be?
A pot of bards?
It's a troop. You're a bard.
Group of bards.
A troop.
Lillian is not a bard.
Oh.
Oh.
That's awkward.
I'll lean over
she's
to
our
her.
friend.
Can make a twang, but it's not the same type of twang.
I'll teach you how to play the lyre if you want.
Honestly, I'd be
on that.
honestly, I'd be interested to see what kind of roll you get. Just basic charisma roll.
Constantly
If you get a natural 20 on it, I'll give you the proficiency for free. Tell you what,
Give it a
you've been
shot.
hanging out with these bards for far too long.
Okay, so what am I rolling?
Just roll a charisma check, basically. Whatever charisma you got.
Okay. Oh man, I've brain farted and I don't know how to do checks anymore. I haven't played D&D in 2 months.
It's okay.
This is what happens.
So if you're using the roll 20, you would just /roll and then 1d20, and then you want to add your modifier, which
Okay,
is
cool.
your stat.
You
So
can
whatever
also-
your wisdom stat is.
Yep. You can. Oh, charisma stat. You
Or
can also
sorry,
just
charisma.
You can also just do /R as well.
Yes, you can
Yeah.
do /R. Sorry.
Or if you have your character sheet out, you can just click on the name Charisma and it'll just automatically roll based on
Yeah,
your...
beep boop.
Yeah, but I think they want
No.
a nice things. Put it in roll 20 so everyone can see my abysmal failures. That's how we roll here.
That's how you roll here.
Nice roll, Mog.
Yeah,
Too
right.
bad you're not the one learning an instrument.
There we go.
you definitely twing some twang, and it's you seem to get a beat ding 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 ding.
It's a start.
Can twang.
Can twang. Can
Twanging.
confirm. But then you can actually can twang.
Incredible.
Yep.
Mog is
It's
very
just it's a
easily
start.
impressed.
Your talent shines through!
Louise looking very pleased with herself now.
We can work with it. It's fine. Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
We can't all be born naturally gifted like I was.
I'd like to sing a song called Bard in the USA.
God, I hate you.
Yeah,
Baird and Lillian have heard this song at least twice already.
You're not treating the GM as a bard.
Ready to vibe.
Ready for vibe check?
able to
3 more hours of me, baby.
Did you invite Baird to your table to have a drink with you?
Everybody, come sit down. Let us listen to this musician. He must be of pure of heart. This song is going to wow me, I'm sure. I haven't heard any music in a while. We've been on the road, so I'm pretty excited.
It's either going to wow us or it's going to get us thrown out, but I'm happy to listen.
To make note as well, Damon is like getting through this beer, but he doesn't drink ever, so this beer is actually kind of getting to him. So he's having a great time. He's going to sit down at the table with you, prepared for this.
Yes. We've found a table.
Yep.
Play us your song.
I'm going to take about 15 minutes setting up my enormous drum, tuning up my like dang 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 dang, and then
the entire time, like Elma, who's like the dwarf bartender, like the owner of Shanky's.
I was wondering what she was doing.
Gives you like a it's just a solid like.
This is not for you. This is a private performance.
Yeah, private. I'm waving my one beer. Private.
I'm get my stomp
It's
on.
just sitting quietly.
Like Cadbury fighters.
Can I roll a perception check here to see if I can... There's like a mysterious figure that's on the bar as well. Is he paying attention to any of this?
He is. He's generally like he's a guy in the entire room, like low-key, but he seems to be kind of he seems to be almost waiting, but it's hard to tell exactly what his vibe is. But go, like roll me a perception check to check the vibe.
He's
It is
coming thick and fast.
13 on the perception check there.
Alright, nice. So he seems to kind of be regarding, like, he kind of is observing you kind of passively, but also obviously has a beer in his hand. He's drinking it and like kind of looking around the rest of the room, like throwing the look obviously to Elma and then also to the mysterious fellow just here as well.
Mysterious, you say?
Yeah. Look at him. He's on his own. What is he doing? He looks like he's doing a bit of mystery.
So while we're sitting here and while the loot's being, and while the machinations are being set up for this performance, the entire stage is being set and the crowd is being funded. So I noticed that old mate there, sitting at the end of the table, is kind of paying attention to the man in the corner.
Yep.
Okay. Can I attempt to just because I'm sitting kind of, that is my vantage point right now. So can I kind of like look over there now and roll another check, see if I can see anything of interest?
Go for it.
Beautiful. I got a 17.
Nice, 17. All right, so the guy over here in the far corner there, he doesn't seem to be regarding anyone. He seems to be just eating like a meal, like kind of. You get like a better sense of his emotional kind of state a bit. He's eating and looking like getting that 1,000-yard stare into what he's doing, but his mind is obviously somewhere else. He seems like distraught by something. You know, like
so I always would find that pretty common, right? Because most people have problems right now.
Specific, like, so obviously being from Dallaport, people have problems, like whatever. Like people drink lonely in bars and stuff like that. That's just a natural thing. But this guy definitely seems like he's got a bit more going on than the average bear. But
Are you eating 3 loaves of bread?
he is eating 3 loaves of bread.
He's a very hungry man.
He's eating his feelings of bread.
Mood.
Yeah, get nice and close in on that bread, just for the stream. Appreciate that bread stream.
I'm going to get very sleepy from those carbs.
Yeah, well, maybe he wants to sleep. Maybe he wants to nap forever.
I mean, if he's drinking beer as well, he's basically got physical bread, liquid bread.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's good for you.
Thank you.
All right. So, are you like? Do you have a plan for? Do you want to like move on this guy? Do you want to chat with him? Do you want to talk to any of these colorful NPCs in this bar? There is also, of course, the people like beside you, the 3 and the single goblin who are chatting and drinking and playing cards and stuff like that as well. They seem like they're being regular tavern goers mostly. The goblin's a bit rare, but whatever.
Out of place.
Maybe.
I mean, considering we're also both out of place.
Shh, we're allowed to be out of place. We've been traveling together for like a month now.
Fair enough.
And we have a human with us. It's helping. He's annoying, but we have a human with us. It's fine.
Token.
Our cred check.
Yeah, this is our look. We're nice people check.
Oh my god! I just realized that there's actually 2 humans in this game. There's never 2 humans in a game.
Whoa.
Like everyone's always like, I'm playing Dragonborn Demon.
For real, I always play human, man. I love human.
I do love a good bit of spice
human.
I love a good human. How can you not? They're so
You don't
cute.
eat people.
I love all humans, especially new humans.
doing their best. Stop.
Aww.
It's too wholesome. I can't handle it.
No, my teeth are going to fall out.
Yeah. No.
Tooth-rotting sweetness.
So is there anything anyone would like to do while they're in this bar? Or do you want to just have a good old-fashioned time and have some performance from old Hubert here?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I've kind of gotten an idea of where I'm going next, but for now I'm going to sit patiently and wait for this amazing performance.
Yeah.
While he spends his 15 minutes setting up, Baird will just like pluck at the lyre quietly and just hum under his breath. Like, I'm not performing or outshining you or anything like that. I'm just filling time.
It'll take 15 minutes. Then can I ask one question? Can I be like, Baird, where have you guys come from? Like,
North.
South. Oh, what's happening up there?
Plague?
Oh yeah, right. That's still a thing.
So the plague is not really anywhere else besides Nymeria. Every other kingdom in Glasgow, generally speaking, has done a reasonably good job of maintaining and keeping any plague bearers out of their kingdom. And now it's kind of obviously culminated in sealing the country off. So obviously, if you have a look at the old map, you do see that Nymeria is actually basically surrounded by mountain ranges. Yeah.
Okay.
So any way that they're putting magical defenses in place to keep people, contained.
Yeah.
Now, but generally speaking, it's not very easy to get out of Nymeria, but it is also beneficial for the Nymerians to be like, I can control all these trade hubs. Only we control this trade hub. Haha.
So they rolled a successful Anastasia palate check.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah, they're all Anastasia palate check. That's what it is. Topical.
Smooth.
Cool.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So, I believe Hubert, if you would like to play your song, now's the time.
The deepest of my delights. I'm gonna stomp it out. What in the USA?
Oh, for the love of God, roll me badly.
Not to announce this is a cover. This is by Lutz Springsteen.
What does USA stand for there, Hubert? I ask.
Unbelievably sexy ants.
Oh!
That makes perfect sense.
Yep.
Damon he'll reply with, I am unlived, my friend. Continue.
I will continue my performance. Let me roll with my performance.
He says.
Oh, thank
+7. My God, man.
All right.
Oh my God.
It's probably mediocre. It's just a little bit better than Lillian's ability to
Buck twang.
I'm applauding generously.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
Can I check out
encore.
the reaction of everyone else in
Yep. They're
right now?
They seem to be mostly ignoring the bartender. Though you probably look
A
to
tremendous feat to ignore that.
It's like she kind of looks at you, like
You're gonna get us kicked out.
she's like, you can see it in her mind, like she's hard considering what she wants to do about this paying customer in this very difficult economic time. It's like, she seems to not worry about. Again, the guy in the corner there just seems to be eating into his bread, and
Eating his feelings.
the more suspicious looking cat, like the character over here, actually starts walking over and like kind of moves towards the table, and it's like, greetings, may I join you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at that coat. Of course you can.
Oh, thank you. You're too kind.
You had some hours put into it.
Oh, but there's nothing compared to your beautiful armor, my good sir.
Thank you. Tink, tink.
Very lovely to meet you. My name is Gaston. What brings you to this charming corner of the world?
Exploration.
Exploration. Oh.
Hunger.
Well, then you
Profit?
I assume that profit. Well, that is what most people come here. He kind of looks to old Hubert as well. It's like, Was Hubert the prophet?
Go
Go in! Hello! Aren't you a handsome man? You kind of give a guy a call. Kind of like, he kind of asks you all like what you're doing for profit, for exploration, all that kind of stuff. He's like, are you looking to get into Rumelia, perhaps?
Yes.
Well, I would like to avail my services to you if you do need a coach driver. I happen to be the coach driver that brings people in and out of the country. Well, it's far more people going in at this point than there are coming out, to say the least. But perhaps I can offer my services to you and get you to Arbortown safely, yeah?
I do a insight check.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, same.
How did you know?
Me and Damon just slowly like kind of lean towards each other and just like insight check at the same time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We both like kind of look at each other.
You like isn't that way that you can help each other if you're doing the same thing, kind of thing?
I can make a help action, which gives you advantage.
But it does need a good reason.
Yeah, I would need to be physically helping you, like sending you brainwaves.
Yeah.
It'd be better off just both rolling the same check.
Fighting on the same thing so hard that our brains are just
Yeah. Just use those two brains together.
Believe it or not, my insight is not very good.
Shocked.
A 2.
Well, look,
2.
there's nothing like this guy seems great. He seems like a lovely, charming individual who has honestly nothing to hide.
Yeah, my flaw is that I'm terribly naive of the world around me, so I will agree with him completely.
Yeah.
I'll look over Mog and be like, this guy can help us, Mog.
Mog is the exact same thing. He just looks at Dan and goes, checks out. This guy is good.
It's good. I like him.
I like it. I like his vibe.
I like as Bed's thinking, I'll lean forward a little bit brash and go, we're in.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ben's just sort of like,
Hang on.
considering.
So Bed, you look at this guy and you're like, this guy definitely wants some. He definitely wants something from you guys.
Yeah.
But overall, you got to do the slash before the R.
I have figured that out. Do not worry.
Don't worry. I know.
Huzzah!
Oh,
It is
you got it as well.
thing.
So
There we go.
Bed,
These guys are pretty in it.
Because we're such good friends.
you get
Oh, we know. We're vibing.
We
We're always
vibe.
vibing.
literally just always vibing.
The weird crew.
a weird crew for sure.
We did a 7th stat on the sheet for vibe.
You just a specific
VIB
stat
stat.
for vibe.
Yep.
So
Cross out perception as vibe check or insight and make that vibe check. Probably
Alright, so
insight.
Bed and Lillian, you get the sense that this guy obviously kind of seems to want a little something from you. He's being friendly and is offering you stuff, but there seems to be oh, by the way, could you maybe help me with this thing coming? And you can kind of sense that from him, that he is
Oh no,
definitely
you have butt face.
he's definitely a guy who doesn't do too much for someone unless he gets something out of it. That's
Yeah, this is not going to be free.
that's the essence of this guy's vibe. And he's like, oh, sounds delightful. Well, I'll join you for some things. We can have a...
As Damon says, like, we're in, like, Bear just sort of, like, pushes him in the face. It's just like, what would you require in return?
Oh.
I'm insulted, but fine.
He seems to think about it. He's like, actually, there is something I was wondering if any of you of the healing persuasion could assist me with something, perhaps. It is of some use to me, and then I will be happy to give you the trip for free.
I look over at him and I go, Hubert can heal you with his music.
I can, in fact. I've been called a beach doctor on many an occasion.
The healing is not for me. It is more of a knowledge of the dead, as it were.
I know how to kill the dead. Does that help? I know a lot about that.
You seem like the kind of fellow who
Does that help?
knows a thing or two about the dead and all that sort of thing. Perhaps we can step out for a quick moment, just to downstairs. I will show you there, if that's acceptable to all of you. If you can help me with this small thing, and I can give you a safe passage into Arbortown, I believe.
Normally, healing and the dead don't go in the same sentence.
Yeah, if it's already dead, it's not going to get better.
Healed. Unless you want it to be undead.
No.
Which is not ideal.
It's not the same thing.
Fighting.
No, so, not that sort of thing. I am. And like, he kind of looks around to the bar. He's like, "We'll have this conversation in the basement then." He's like, he kind of stands up and he's like, kind of walks around. He's like, "Hey, come follow me."
I'm not getting up right now.
You're not able to get up right now. I think is probably the.
That's also a little bit true. I'm a little bit. I'm a little bit swingy. A little bit swinging. Yeah, toasted. I'm gonna. Looking over at Mog.
Ask the vampire. I mean, not the vampire. The person.
Not vampire.
I
Very big vibes.
I can't believe it's not a vampire.
I can't believe it's a vampire.
Yep.
How? Can anyone just go into the basement?
Can anyone just go into the basement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have thought
Like-
that
Oh no, I have a specific agreement with the innkeeper here.
I'll look over at the innkeeper. Is she doing anything?
Not really. She's just like cleaning the bar down, washing glasses.
So she
like
can't
that.
hear what's going on?
She's doing like he kind of like sees you looking over towards her and is like, is that fine, Shanka? It's like, what do you want, Gaston? Like, am I able to go down to the basement with these lovely adventures? And she's like, yes, you can. Please do. Actually, like points to look at her. And it's like,
Fuck! Look what you've done.
I'll get up at that point and go, all right, onwards then.
Mog is also up. Like, well, if she says so, then we can do it.
yeah, you can trust a bartender, right?
As Baird gets up, they actually flash their signet ring to Gaston, and just like very subtly, like, oh yeah, no, like brushing their hair back, like, hey, do you know what this is, kind of thing.
Like low. Are you low key doing it?
Are you
It's a little bit low key kind of thing, but like,
By the way,
nothing super subtle about
if
it.
anyone you want to bring up the rogue card as well, you can actually have a look at what Gaston looks like.
Ooh.
Just as FYI, or the old Ardent Roleplay, this is the NPC that you can. It's the
Open
important
sesame.
NPC as it was. Gaston does give you a kind of look, and we could get him to do a roll and see if he recognizes that thingamajig.
Come on, you can do it.
Oh yeah, baby, he does. He's like gives you like probably a subtle like. He does like he gets it. He's like you're basically having a conversation with your eyes right now.
Yeah.
He's like, you have that ring.
Yeah.
I know what that ring is.
Yeah, cool.
We
They just sort of
recognize the wheel.
nods their head, like,
Yep.
okay.
Do me an insight check on this this like exchange though, just real
Okay.
quick.
Hold on.
May I perception this as well? Because if I've been traveling with these two for a while, I'm going to assume that they get into trouble a lot, and I am constantly looking out for them at this point. They don't get into trouble.
Things and outrageous arrows of normal fortune.
I'm looking at you, Hubert.
The best. Could be better.
I can't. Oh, I can see it. Don't worry.
That's so good.
Hyper rad. I can see him.
There he goes. Hello, friend.
There he goes.
Aren't you spoopy?
I love his collar. His popped collar.
This pops.
Look,
this
it's
pops
some-
energy.
That's a peak look.
It is.
I
He's
mean-
flexing constantly.
Baird is technically also wearing a popped collar.
Yep. So you should be able to see it now.
Not
Yeah.
yet, sorry.
I dig it.
Yep. Everyone can see it. All right.
Yeah.
I'll double send.
Some top shit.
Get some top shit. Nice,
Hey!
nice stuff.
Ooh. Oh, I definitely got one of them frilly collars.
Yep.
Into that.
Gotta let him go. I can't believe it's not a vampire though. That's fine.
I can't believe it's not a vampire.
This is there's a reason why he looks like that, but don't worry about it. We'll get into that in a bit. All right. So you notice as he kind of like as he gives you the look and you give him the look that he knows a little bit too, like he knows some bad shit about obviously about that ring, and is like fantastic. Love that for me. But does end up taking you down into obviously like you're gonna go down into the cellar with him.
Yeah, hey Jacob.
Yeah.
With a 15 perception, do I notice that encounter?
With a 15, actually, yes, you will, because he got. So you do see like a little bit of a note, and like the wing. He looks at the wing, kind of gives him a look back, and then passes. Obviously, the others are kind of like a little bit enamored and like getting like figuring out what's going on with this guy and why you're going into the cellar. But yeah, you're like,
I know what's up.
Yeah,
I know what's happening here.
Range of vision.
You know, and it's fine.
Yep,
we're friends.
Yep. All right, so
we're all in this together.
Yeah. So he ends up heading down into the cellar. So if you want to pick up the murder card, that's what that's how you'll be able to see the cellar.
Which card?
Murder card. Jesus.
It's not just,
at least it's not the exposed card. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it, guys.
Takes us into the basement.
Come Lillian, to the fine
There's
basement.
definitely some murder that's happened down here.
A normal basement with normal people.
Such normality. Oh, love that for you.
Hope that red stuff is wine and not blood.
Oh, it's totally wine.
I hope so.
The wine cellar.
The
It's a wine cellar. It's fine.
What would you expect in a tavern, guys? God. So judgmental.
Nice coffin.
What?
A cool thing that you can roleplay
Subtle.
Yep.
is you can put the two cards so you put the rogue card next to the murder card, and then you can kind of move like that character around in the scene.
Mm.
A little bit weird, but you can't really like put him like you can't put the card over the murder card, otherwise you won't see the background. But it's a fun little thing if you wanted to run around in circles.
You can layer basically NPCs and objects on top of each other in stages and stuff like that. They cool way. Oh, cool AR technology. Oh man. I always love that. All right, so yeah, he takes you basically down into the old cellar, and he kind of like moves over to what appears to be obviously a coffin. And he's like, "All right," and he kind of like opens up a little bit and explains like kind of what he was trying to talk about. It's like, so the person in question seems quite dead. From my understanding, they are dead. I do not know of anything to the contrary, but I wanted to get a second. If you would be able to assist me with that, that would be helpful. Yes?
Does my
very dodgy, sir.
Just another thing about my character, he's got something over his eye. He's got like a sash over his eye. He's got like because he's only got one eye.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Jacob, with my Lilith eye, Lilith eye.
Yep.
Lydia?
Lavinia.
Can I see any undead?
Nope, you can't see any undead. None in this room.
Oh, crazy.
There is something about Gaston which you do notice a little bit of, but it seems it's hard to pin down. He's definitely alive. If that's but there's something odd about him.
Is his heart beating? Well, I guess I can't really tell that.
No, you probably can't tell if his heart's beating. He's like you assume so if he's alive.
He like looks at you and you're like very intently staring at him, and he's like, the body.
Yeah, he's like kind of so he pops open the crate. You're able to see now as well, and like perhaps you are able to tell me if this individual is alive or not.
Is this person not you?
No, he like is pointing to the coffin.
Oh, okay, so
You seem alive, fam.
Now, I don't mean to be braggadocious, but I am quite studied in the medicinal fields. The use of herbs and lemon teas to fix my throat. I could perhaps incite something here with my medicinal abilities.
Mm-hmm. Then please do. So roll me a medicine check.
Here I go. Oops.
It's just sort of standing with Lillian like,
Can I just also roll like a medicine check in the background while he's doing his?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh boy.
Roll back my puppy sleeves.
Just like take that let me just get to this going. Yeah, well, alright.
And with a lot of flourishing, mostly flourishing.
It's entirely flourish.
Entirely flourishing. I eventually check for a pulse. Do I feel a pulse with a 13?
No, you don't feel a pulse with a 13. You seem like it's as kind of described. There's a little bit of text in the thing I should have sent you, so you should have basically feel no pulse. Text.
Love text.
You gotta feel the pulse and stuff like that. And you're like,
no pulse.
no pulse.
There's no man.
Yep. I assume Lillian also gonna check for a pulse.
No, I was just gonna check on Hubert and see if he was actually medicining okay. But I think with that roll, I'm look, I can't really tell from here. So
I think what you'll find is it's Dr. Hubert to you, believer. So just jot that down.
PhD.
PhD.
Excuse me, Dr. Lillian, would you like to assist in this operation?
Honestly, Dr. Hubert snake oil salesman would be an excellent concept.
That's your new title, man.
oh dear.
Okay, I have a new role
Love
in this
it.
world.
Dr. Hubert! On the case. Yeah, you can kind of do a roll together if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
Doesn't seem to be so Lillian, you'll be doing the roll and Hubert will be assisting you because
Remember
instructing you.
which way the slash goes.
Yep.
I'm just going to be narrating the process as she goes.
Please tell us.
There we go.
Take us away.
Paladin's standing back just let him do it. It's fine. Paladin's just letting him go.
Alright. So please narrate for us, Bard, what Lillian is doing, just so we know.
Lillian has applied the forceps and removed the chest clothing here to expose the hairy breast of this dead person. Now the scalpel is sliding down the midsection. Any blood?
Which is probably not what's happening as well, which is the most beautiful thing.
Not at all.
Literally just checking a pulse in a different area and looking at you what are you narrating?
Oh, he's full of spiders!
What a show!
Alright, so yes, Lillian, you did get some text there that does give you some information.
Gaston, who is this person? And what happened to them?
Well, his family requested that I take his body to an ancestral graveyard that is not too far out of town. Apparently, they wish to bury him in the proper place, and it was outside Numeria, so I complied, as is my job as coachman. I, in fact, am working with the chorus of Lavinia within Numeria, assisting with the traveling of corpses out of to where they need to finally rest. It's my job as coach.
Alright then.
As he's finishing that story in the most blunt way possible, Lillian's just gonna say, yeah, he's not dead.
You kind of
He's almost there, though, so you might want to get on that pretty soon.
Mostly dead.
Mostly dead.
He's only mostly dead. He's like, what do you mean he is mostly dead?
There's a very faint heartbeat. Might be poison induced. Eyes flick to bed because drow and poison. And just do you know anything? Do you know how to fix this?
No.
How dare you assume a thing is about race?
I am hurt. I am hurt.
I don't think
after
you did
all these months of traveling,
you might have picked up something along them. I don't know. Lillian doesn't know. Lillian doesn't think you did anything.
He looks at her and he's like,
can you fix it?
I was 13 when I stopped living with the drow.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
He's like, knowing about poisons.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Levels of backstory right there.
Yeah,
so Gaston kind of looks down at the corpse, looks to all of you, and is like, that does put a slight spanner in the works, doesn't it?
Well, if you're supposed to be transporting a dead body, yes.
I really wish that people would just tell me that they wanted to escape. It's so much easier that way. Alright. Do you have a sense of how long, he kind of looks to, you, Lillian, and is like, do you know how long they'll be down for?
I would say they're gonna go down soon. Like they're barely hanging on. What I can tell.
Is there a space for me to like lean down and softly slap this person on the cheek?
Yep, yeah, there is. Says you can do it. He's like,
Yeah, I'm gonna while they're talking, Damon's in the background slapping this like corpse on the cheek. Like, come on,
Sake.
come on,
wake up.
I
Come
think
on.
you're right there.
Come on. Get up. Come on.
I don't see you trying anything, and I'll continue with the come on.
So, basically, he goes over to a crate just here and pops it open and pulls out a hammer. He pulls out a hammer and some nails and stuff like that. He goes over towards the coffin and like and seals it nice and tight back up. This kind of takes a quick moment to basically do this while you're all just kind of sitting there vibing. He's like, for any of those who
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you mean the coffin itself? Because I'm pretty sure Damon was busy
I was gonna
having
say,
a go with this body, trying to wake him up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does he like lock
Push
my
Damon out the
arms
way?
in the coffin?
no, he's not gonna lock you out of the coffin. He kind of like gets you to move. Like he opens this up.
Well, then if
And
he
move
tries
back
to start,
over.
when he starts to, because we like now know this person's alive, so when he starts to slow back
Bruh.
down, Damon's gonna be like, whoa, 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 whoa.
What are you doing?
He's
What
like
are you
got the,
doing?
he's got like the nails and hammer in hand. He's like, well, he's obviously trying to escape. So
We don't need to lobotomize him because I don't know what's going
Escape where? Escape from what? Why?
on. Help! What do you mean?
probably haven't got a clear idea of what Numeria is really like. He's probably trying to escape Numeria, and I imagine he might be escaping more than just that, but it's impossible to say. All I know is that he definitely lied to me, so I think we're just going to lock him in this coffin until he wakes up, and then we can have a nice little conversation with him.
She literally
I-
just said he's about to die. He's about to drop off the face of the planet.
I would imagine, given the pedigree of this individual, that if he did not wish to die, he would not. Probably bought the correct poison, I would imagine. And if it is poison indeed, and he kind of looks over to Lillian, is that what you would have? Is that what you believe?
Seems to be.
Then
Yes.
I have an
Can't think of
idea
anything
that
else.
he probably is not going to die from the poison. Will eventually wake up, but I would rather he
So
stay
you're
in
saying
one spot
he's
when he does that.
trying to appear dead.
Correct.
You get well.
Which, in this scenario, I'm going to try and keep him where he can't run off.
You do not want us to revive this gruesome refugee.
Yeah, as I say, we might be able to heal him, and then you can talk to him now.
This is an interesting idea.
Damon
You
throws his
have the
hand up.
capacity
I
to do
vote
that?
for talking to him.
You have the capacity to do that, and he kind of like looks around to like all of you. He's like, can you remove his poison?
Sort of heal a little bit.
Yeah, I can.
You're a paladin.
So basically, anyone would need to be able to cure poison at this
Oh, okay, I've only got healing word.
Take your awareness, but
So, I don't know. Let me
So it's not,
check.
it wouldn't be about magical healing. It's more like he is poisoned and he's under the effects of a poison.
Right.
If that poison is no longer here, he'll wake up.
Okay.
Otherwise, he'll just be like a corpse for a bit, and then
Yeah, I didn't take that one.
no, not that many people do. Fine, radiance.
Look, I almost did. I almost took it.
So what's that? What's that
Yeah,
suspicious?
Mog, just divine favor it.
no. Just accidentally some of them.
Just empower your next hit with 1d4 radiant damage and hit him in the brain.
Now, I believe that paladins actually have an ability to cure poison if you spend your 5 points for the day on lay on hands.
Ooh.
I believe.
Oh,
Do you
I'm
really?
sure they're immune to poison.
No, they can actually heal it as well. It's like a huge energy of like what?
Is it lay on hands
Bullshit
though?
power.
Is that what does it?
I believe so. Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Check my.
Heal wounds, you have pool.
You can expend 5 hit points from your pool of healing to cure the target of 1 disease or neutralize 1 poison affecting it. Jacob is correct.
Yeah!
Solid.
Big jam.
And you cure multiple diseases and neutralize multiple poisons with a single use, expending hit points separately for each one. So that's also useful later.
Oh, okay, cool.
Very important for being able to cure disease.
Yeah, that's
Our
right.
wonderful producer actually has it up there too.
Yeah, look at that.
So the chat can see that too.
Love that. Thanks, producer.
Thank
There
you.
was a side for
Soren.
full knowledge of the stream. There's a silent producer watching our every move, assisting us. None can
Judging us.
judging us
An
On our-
omnipotent
on our-
body.
on our terrible character decisions. Yep. Long may he reign. All right.
Yeah, I would like to put my hand out and be like, Mog can heal. That's
Mog
right.
heal.
I forgot that Mog can heal.
He like, how can Mog heal? Like Gaston asks.
I can cure him of this poison. Because
That
I'm holding
doesn't really explain how, but
with my lay of hands, because I'm a paladin of
Paladin just forgets their god's name. It's fine. Mood.
Vanathar?
Nope.
Xanathar. I like that a
No,
lot.
it's Vanathar. It's Vanathar.
Oh, this is Xanathar. I was
Whoa,
like,
not
yes, the
Xanathar.
beholder. Yes.
He's my god.
Yeah. I can cure him of this poison.
Man, that's really good. That's a good point. We don't need to change that name. God damn it! Why do you do this to me? Terrible.
I'm the worst.
The worst, really. Yeah. Right.
If you will remove the lid, I can cure him.
Oh no!
Oh no, I didn't let him close the lid, by the way, Mark.
Oh,
That's
The
all
lid,
good.
the lid's still open. You're still
I
good, fam.
stopped him.
Yeah, you're still good, fam. The
Well,
lid's open.
Gaston, would you like me to wake him up now?
So Gaston gives you kind of like a surprised look when he hears your pal. He's like, I really should put that together, but he's
Yeah,
like,
I'm kind of wearing like my paladin's like armor. I mean, I'm wearing my paladin's like armor.
yeah, you got like your armor is like obvious symbology. Yeah.
I was gonna say you would probably have like holy symbols, right? Like hanging off your
Yeah,
arm a
yeah.
little bit. Yeah. I like to think that like as he says that, Damon leans over and he goes, duh.
Ewan has just had to step off for a small emergency. Right,
That's okay.
just FYI, just for everyone on the stream to know. We love you, stream.
Stream is also thanking Soren. He's valued.
He is valued. But glad someone does. All right.
Oh,
Savage.
I'm
savage.
Jacob turns up dead in a ditch later on.
Then you have no GM. Where are you being? Classic. So you're going to try and lay on hands him?
Yeah, I'll lay on hand him.
Give him the old 1-2 lay on hands him?
Yeah.
All right.
I just kind of imbue my holy magic into my hands and just kind of give him a good push on the chest. Be like,
Yep.
healed.
Heal this man!
Yeah.
And it seems to, like you feel a connect and it seems to work, and like the guy then obviously like takes a minute, like a moment or two, but he does awaken and gives you all a look as you're like standing above his coffin, and he's like,
Welcome back.
Interesting plan.
You're welcome.
It was definitely an attempt.
I mean, what was your plan if you got buried? That would have been bad.
That sucked.
Another we're all just like attacking this guy and he's just woken up.
Nobody wants to be buried alive.
he's just like kind of like pause, like
Well, what's your name?
Regret.
and sorry, Gaston actually replies with the guy's name. He's like, this is Mitchell Benthonta. Benthonta.
Are we trying to do like a Harry Potter?
I feel like this is a real-time thing that's happening. This backwardsing and forwardsing. Poor guy in the coffin.
Yep.
That sounds like a fancy name.
Gaston answers like, it is a fancy family for sure.
Of course.
Although you should have told me that you were trying to escape. I could have helped you. But unfortunately, now we have to question what you're doing, why you're here. More things I'm sure that you're going to answer quite immediately for us. But I will let my new friends who have been so kind to awaken you do the talking for now, Mitchell. Please. Take it away. He kind of like gestures to all of you, like, and he takes a cool step back and sits on like a crate and is like perched up like nice and high. Like,
Enjoying the show.
oh yes.
There are so many better ways to escape from one's family.
Right?
He just seems to be kind of quiet at the moment. He sits up and like stands up. He looks around at you all and is like kind of like flexes his bones a bit, stretches out.
His bones.
Stretches his bones. His bones need to be stretched. He's
what does he look like?
He probably like has like he's like kind of a like a mustache. He's like nice clean cut hair. His clothes are obviously of a quite a high quality. They're like a kind of nice say a velvet purple. Like it's like a kind of velvety, which is a certain style that is within Numenor. But yeah, he seems well dressed, well manicured, and like obviously he's human as well.
A little bit noble, at least.
Yeah, does this noble family name strike a bell?
Yep, do me a history roll.
Woo!
Ooh.
Oh, get him!
Get
Get that
that
bard
history.
history.
Oh.
Ooh, I have read magazines before.
I have been known to do the occasional mag. Ooh,
Damn!
damn!
In, Noble Families Weekly, he might have had a centerfold.
So the Van Thunters are basically a noble family within Numeria, which are known to actually like travel out to the various kingdoms and courts, specifically in Dalport, the Highlands of Talarith, where they maintain a certain level of prestige in their jewelry making. They're specifically relatively famous jewelry makers, known specifically for their creation of magical items that they are known to have a decent collection of. They don't make too many of them, but they have a collection of magic items which they tend to hoard to themselves more often than not, and are known to like, you know, show off their jewelry to the others and to other nobles and trade favors for those things.
Hmm.
That's the Ben Fontas.
We can't see any jewelry upon him, can we?
No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Not on him, at least. But he does have, of course, like a little what looks like a pouch to his belt. Like he does have like a little belt pouch.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you. Prithee, sirrah, did you smuggle perhaps a few gems from your family when you left?
And he hasn't spoken like pretty much the entire time. I start him telling you his name. He's like,
Damon, you need to smack him on the face again.
I do. I just walk over. I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna just
Suck him one in the face.
just a soft one. I'm gonna head over and I'll be like, "Hello,
wake up!"
we are talking to you. You are being rude."
He kind of like bats you and like, "Stop that!"
He's angry.
Like, stop that! Get it back.
I take a step back.
Oh, he's not mute. Good.
Yeah, he's like, he's trying to like get the words for how frustrated he is like about the situation. Like, maybe I have needed to escape the place for reasons that are honestly none of your business. He says, kind of sheepishly, obviously being really out of place right now. He's like, God damn it.
Is it some kind of torrid romance that you're not supposed to be involved in, or that you don't want to be involved in, that you are escaping, perhaps?
He's going to really quickly do an insight check on you, because he knows exactly how to respond if he does. No, of course it's not torrid romance. It was a great deal of money I owed to people.
Gambling debt. It happens.
He's like, do me an insight check for that one as well.
For me?
For everyone, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can inside the guy.
Oh, 20.
Inside. I'm pretty good at that.
A 20. Oh,
Womp.
womp. get above that 14. Figure out what this guy's juice and deal is.
Ooh, would anyone like a bardic inspiration, perhaps?
Oh, maybe you could just give a little cheeky one, a little bit of cheeky one.
I could just bust out a quick riff.
Cheeky one.
A little cheeky.
The May I Help You song from Wayne's World.
Yeah, we'll help you some. Alright, so everyone who got above a 14. Did you want to give bardic inspiration to anyone? You can't really do it after the roll, I guess.
I'm going to inspire myself. Looks like
After the roll.
I've got 2 people that got over. It'll be fine. I'll keep my soul.
It'll be fine. Don't even worry about it. So Lillian and Mog, you're like, that's not like. He seems to have just made that up. Like you can consider like this. Yep.
Money.
I'm not rolling. I believe him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Mr. Innocence.
Bless his little cotton socks. I say.
I'm like, oh.
Mog catches on. He's like, "Look, mate,
Mog does not like lying.
you can trust me. I brought you back to life. Don't make me do the opposite." No, I don't say that. I don't say that.
Don't make me
But
put
he
this
thinks
sword
it.
inside you.
I created you, and I can
Put the
deploy
poison out.
you.
Don't make me put the sword in.
Now, do you wait? Hold on. Do you want to give him the Australian mate? The one where it's like mate.
Yeah.
That's all you say, and that's the intimidation. It's like mate. Right. No funny buggers here.
Right.
Mate with a no Y.
There we go.
Boy.
Boy. Oh boy. Mate. Boy. How you know you're watching a D&D stream in Australia? I'm Gaza.
Look, if anyone can have the Aussie accent, it's the Drow. Thanks very much.
For sure. For sure.
Deep South.
Yeah.
We've already
Great
discussed
down under.
Don't worry. If you encounter any demons, they will have an Australian accent. Do not fear. Demons specifically, chaotic evil energy. Yeah.
Are we the baddies?
Are we the baddies?
Oh my god.
Absolutely. We are the best people. We are the goodies.
Good as boys. Mog knows. All right. So yeah, he's like. So what do you give him? You give him an intimidation, and
Yeah, I'm like, mate.
15's pretty
I
deep.
brought you back to life.
Pretty decent. You don't give him the persuasion. You don't need it. You're just like, mate. Like, and he looks at you, scary orc that you are in full plate, and a paladin with one eye. Get that image in your mind because that's who you are, the goodest boy. Watch yourself. And he's like, I can't. Look, I might have had a run-in with the Knights of St. Alban.
Oh,
And they,
that's me.
Mm.
What did you do? I'm like grasping my like mole a little bit harder now.
yeah, he's like, they suspected I had the plague. And
Ah. Now poke him with the end of my mole and be like, "You have plague, buddy."
Bear just takes a small step back, like,
Yeah,
I'm
like
going to
it's
catch
like-
the plague.
yeah, he's like,
Lillian will mirror this.
little bit of the old plague, like,
Everybody's just like,
I can't risk my voice.
My constitution is too low for this shit.
you have made a critical error in not getting enough constitution for this.
Everyone's at the back of the room now.
So he's like, no, I do not have the plague. And Gaston is just looking pleased as punch at this point. He's like, his
Going
vibe,
great.
his vibe is very high at this point in time. He's like,
Delightful.
no, I do not have.
well then, good.
Why are you running then?
And I don't need to cure like everyone.
Because the Knights of St. Alban murder anyone they suspect of the plague, and honestly, I don't really feel like being murdered all that much.
Where's
Do they
my
have a way to actually like prove that people have the plague?
Yeah, but they don't care.
Oh.
Why would they care?
Looks at Mog.
We can cure disease. It's not that bad. My church taught me to do that.
Yeah,
But others
this
sometimes.
is
This ain't your llama's church.
this is a disease that even paladins cannot cure.
Oh,
Is it loneliness?
I would imagine that your Knights of St. Alban are much different to these St. Alban. Who am I to say? And he like takes a little step back from Morg as well, and when he like, because he like obviously recognizing the symbology on his plate now. Like,
Hold on. I'm just being weird.
Look, I understand that this might not be ideal for anyone involved here, but I would very much prefer to live rather than be killed. So, what can we do to make this right? He kind of like gives you all like a kind of like a look at like.
Well, he said to deliver a dead man. Perhaps we make you dead so he gets it. Well, semi-dead so he gets his monies. Then revive you after that.
Oh, Gaston's already been paid.
Good.
He's
You've
like,
already got your goal.
he's like, yeah. That's
Yep.
like,
Out the nation.
Mog is going to be like, well, I will
Sorry.
never ask for money. Okay.
Oh well.
You being alive is the rewards that we need. But I look heavily at Damon, like, and just give him like the stare. Ask him for money.
They're just like I'd ask for money because we're lying for you. So
I look over at him and put a hand out.
grab your hands. Give it to me.
Steve,
That's what I crave.
give me that sweet coin.
I'm going to sing "Give Me Money" by the Beatles.
Start humming "Money, Money, Money" by ABBA. Oh, sorry.
Don't tell Ava. They'll come get us.
I'm not actually going to do it.
Off key. Money. Money.
Beautiful.
He's like he kind of is a little bit like, do I have to pay you all? Can I just leave? That sounds good for me. Like, I don't have much in the way of money on. And he pulls something out of his like little side bag, and he presents you a ring. Like, how about I trade you this for my life?
what kind of ring is it?
Yeah, what kind of ring is it?
It's a nice looking ring. You know, like looks
Posh.
pish posh. It looks like a really nice expensive looking ring. What would you guys like to try and figure out about the ring? Do you want to do a roll for me?
Is it cursed?
Is it magical in some way?
Yeah, I'm gonna detect magic on that shit.
Detect magic?
Yeah.
You like cast detect magic. So
Yes.
Who did he? Has he handed it to anyone yet, or is he
Nope.
holding it out?
Nope, he's
I will
holding it
take
out.
it. I will take it anyway. Like
You
immediately.
fuckwit.
he's like. So he's holding it in his hand like this, and he's like, "I can offer you this." You have to accept. He's not going to give it to you. He's like,
I will tell him then. I will say, I'll take it.
Don't speak.
Not for you.
I get taken aback by Baird telling me not to speak. Excuse me, sir.
Just give us a minute.
Give us
Fair
like
enough.
magic.
Just a minute.
one. We're just vibing here. We're trying to do our best to vibe here.
Yeah. I just want to check it before you touch it.
I'm just going to walk
Okay.
around the room annoyed now because I've been yelled at. Nog
Alright, fine.
never
Hop
yells
away.
at me.
That's
Like,
right. Bard's a dickhead.
Mog is very nice to you. Yeah.
Did you say Mog is a dickhead?
No, Baird is
Oh,
a dickhead.
for a second. I was like, wowza. Get him.
The goodest boy was about to come for bed.
Right? I would have just been like,
Yeah. Baird's just like, I just want to check it before you put your hands on it and potentially get your ass cursed.
All right.
whatever. I guess.
So you cast detect magic. You do see it's magical.
Mhm.
What else would you like to do after that? Because you can like kind of use your detect magic to figure out what the item is. If you have identify as well, it tells you everything about the item.
I just need to check my bloody shit that I've got.
Make sure you get the right items, buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy, old pal, son of the sun.
No, can I figure out if it's a curse or if it's like beneficial magic?
You can do an Arcanum check.
Yes, alright, I'm gonna do that.
With detect magic, you kind of get a sense of what the magic actually is, and then from a Arcanum, you can then figure out more about it. The spell identify just gives you that information, basically.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't have identify, but I will do the check.
It should also tell you the score. So the score is E.
Ah, fuck. Sorry, excuse the language.
How dare you?
Watching after
on
hours.
my Christian
And-
Minecraft server.
Banned.
Don't make me wholly wash out your mouth with
Yeah.
soap.
Mm,
Nor this mug.
I'm assuming I don't understand at all.
Yeah.
It's magical. That's about all I got.
Hold on, I just have to double check the Zoat School of Magic. No. Come on, well, trying to compound. No. So it's divination magic.
Cool.
Ooh.
Excuse me, divination magic. So what do you get for you all for a 9? It seems to be divination magic. Could be about telling you the future.
Yeah,
I like start walking back over. To
Wait, you don't really know. You're like, there's so many things it could be.
Bear sort of like squints at it and goes like, it's magical.
Is it a mood ring?
Damon looks at him and he goes, "It could be worth money."
Yeah, but also it could potentially, you might accidentally touch it and curse yourself.
Guys,
I'm gonna
he's
just ask
right
the
here.
guy.
Have you ever seen a cursed ring before?
He's right here, guys. Give him some credit.
No, he lied.
He's
He's a liar.
Says.
Death's a
He's a
mood
liar.
ring. Yeah, Death's a liar.
Mog's gonna reach out to take this ring, be like, this is acceptable.
Good, honestly. Good.
Can I still ask him what it is? Because he is standing right there.
Of course, he's like, this is a ring of detect thoughts. You may take that use it as you will, but if I'm able to go, I will make my way out of here now, if that's all the same to all of you. And looks around, he's like,
I'm gonna check back with Gaston, if that's
Yeah, just
alright.
sort of looks at Gaston like,
Hey, Gaston,
he's like,
he's kind of your dude.
yeah,
He was your dead
it's
body
your
for a
problem,
bit.
technically.
what about me? Sure. And he's like,
Gaston, do you care about this guy?
he's like, yeah, I care enough to cover for you. Sorry, he responds to you. He's like, oh yeah, like I care enough to cover for him. So if you want me to cover for you, I'm more than happy to do that for a fee. And he's like, you see like the look in his eyes, like, oh god,
Always for a fee.
he's like,
Can I put the ring on?
you may.
Oh.
You do have to attune to this thing, I believe.
Okay, that takes like some time, doesn't it?
Let me just double check. No, it does require attune. Yeah. So you'll take a short rest. But he will, like, I think he'll probably explain, like, in a bit if you want him to about what the actual ring does. So he tells you it's just a ring of detect thoughts. Oh, sorry, it's a ring of mind shielding. Sorry. That's what
Damon will lift his arm up and yell, "I have one of those."
shields minds. You see. Like,
Yes,
oh, there you go. Then you know its value.
of course.
Of course. And he like looks to Gaston, and Gaston's like, "Give me that. Give me something else. Come on. I know you didn't bring just one, Mitchell. I know how your family is, and I know what you would have taken. So
Oh, I also have one of it.
hand over."
Gaston's really extorting this poor guy.
He is. That's his big energy. He's like he like pulls out another ring and like offers it to Gaston.
Mog is maybe visibly getting a little bit angry because he's like, mate, we paladins don't like liars. That's a bad person trait, and I'm pretty anti-bad people.
This 2 ring sting has been too much.
Somebody's going to be brandishing a weapon.
Cheeky. You gotta love that. So he like pulls he shows another ring. He's like, the one you would prefer. So he's like looks at. He's like, Mitchell.
How many has he got?
Mitchell, I know what you've got. I know that you're not going to have it in that bag. So,
Please don't tell me it's in his butt.
he seems to consider what he wants to do. He's like, I'll offer you this gas, and like my help will be useful later on. Then obviously after that he's like, fine. pulls off his boot, picks out a ring from there, and like throws it at Gaston. It's like, now can I go? It's like, of course,
The boot.
of course. You can go. I think it's all fine. Is that all good with all of you? Thank you so much for this very kind gesture.
It really wasn't a pleasure.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Well,
But
and with that, the like he kind of like starts walking out and basically like wholesale leaves, and
pieces out.
Gaston just kind of like looks down and is like, well, this was very delightful. So, as far as your reward from me, I will offer you a safe passage throughout all of your journey in Nymeria. If you ever need me, and he like throws a stone to, I'm going to say, he's going to throw it to Lillian. Actually, it's a little stone with a small face on it. It is 1/2 of a sending stone.
Oh.
Okay.
If you ever
His
need,
mobile number.
safe passage,
Can I have your number?
you may use that once a day to call me, and I will be able to come to wherever you might be.
Uber arrived. M outside.
Yeah, can confirm is an Uber.
Your Uber is here.
And driving a 6-person carriage.
And like you haven't seen his carriage yet, but
In this
and he's
carriage.
like, apart from that, I think that's all we needed to really get done today. But thank you so much. Let's go and have some beers on me.
Yes!
And then you go back upstairs and continue some beers. So with that, I will get that the halfway point. So we'll have a 15-minute break for all of our lovely customers and the stream as well. So we'll see you in 15 minutes, guys.
Also,
Take us away, mysterious producer man.
having something that you can kind of physically see and be like, this is what it is, this is what it looks like, is a very simple way to just keep story flowing.
It's another tool to communicate to the players what's happening.
Imaginations are endless.
Players who are new into the game, being able to describe, what a crypt or a dais or something is.
I believe we're in the presence of a trap.
With this, it's like, this pops right up on my screen, and I can see all this stuff. I don't need to tell anyone about it.
That is amazing. That's so good.
Oh yeah, look at that. Dang.
To have that visualization right there, pretty impressive. Yeah.
Having the visuals, it kind of brings it into a cool world.
This is the second time I played D&D. The first time I played, I actually filled in for a guy that couldn't make it to a session. I made his character completely chaotic evil. I could probably help you out of there, but you're gonna have to give me that coin pouch. And killed the entire party I was with, and yeah, I can't really play with those guys anymore. Because my perception is usually pretty high, I can see a lot of things that the other people can't see, which means that I can kind of take advantage of situations a lot easier than I would be able to in just a normal tabletop standard. Like, it'd be very hard to be like, hey guys, I know the Dungeon Master just said I've got all this stuff in the corner, but don't look at it because you characters can't see it.
I believe we're in the presence of a trap.
With this, it's like, it just pops right up on my screen, and I can see all this stuff, and I don't need to tell anyone about it.
Oh, that's
Never played it, never played anything interactive. It was always on my bucket list. I've always seen it on movies. My friends play it, and I heard that it's like really immersive and that it can last for months.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I couldn't fathom how gameplay works like that. Like tailoring that some people could see certain things and then like other players couldn't. When they said it's all your imagination, I'm like, what? Like anything?
I'm gonna run up to one of them and like hook my bow over its head, draw it back, and like decapitate.
Imaginations are endless, and I think having the visuals, it kind of brings it into a cool way.
Let me tell you why you're here. What if I told you you could mix augmented reality with your RPGs? You take the miniature, the story ends. You keep scrolling and believe tabletop games are limited to physical models. Download Ardent Roleplay. You stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the chance to add something new.
having something that you can kind of physically see and be like, this is what it is, this is what it looks like, is a very simple way to just keep story flowing.
It's another tool to communicate to the players what's happening.
Imaginations is endless.
Players who are new into the game, being able to describe, what a crypt or a dais or something is.
I believe or in the presence of a trap.
With this, it's like, oh, this pops right up on my screen, and I can see all this stuff, and I don't need to tell anyone about it.
That is amazing. That's so good.
Oh yeah, look at that. Dang.
To have that visualization right there, pretty impressive. Yeah.
Having the visuals, it kind of brings it into a cool world.
This is the second time I played.
2, 1, and
we're back.
We're back. Hello. Welcome back to the Ardent Roleplay stream with me, your host, Jacob, in the correct point where he needs to stay for the camera. Absolutely. Cool. Yeah, so if you're just joining us, obviously we're here playing some sweet Ardent Roleplay and D&D with Ardent Roleplay on top, actually. That's the layers right there. And we're in old Shanky's Inn. So, the party had just woke up a dead guy, saw a pretty shady deal go down, but got some stuff out of it. You know, we're here now, and they've headed back up into the oldie tavern to pretty much round out the rest of their night. So, are you guys just going to go back to the places you were sitting and have a bit of a drink and then head to bed, or what was your plan?
I mean, I'm sure the barkeeper is pretty much done with us by this point.
Yeah, probably. It's just
what is the time of night? Is it like getting really late, or
it's getting really late? You're probably at the point where you're like, it was probably like, I want to say 7 when Mog and Damon first arrived, but now it's definitely getting to probably like 10 o'clock.
Well, Gaston said that he'd shout a few rounds, so I'm definitely going to drink as many as he's going to shout.
Yep. So
every round that he shouts, every beer that's placed in front of Baird just gets pushed into the center of the table for whoever wants it.
Yeah, Mog notices that straight away.
Yeah, he's on it, mate. Don't you worry.
It is more likely Lillian who is taking this.
It'll alternate between passing it to Lillian and passing it to Mog.
Now,
doesn't have great constitution still.
Now, Lillian, and I believe, who else has high perception? I think I've got like your list of past perception. So I believe Lillian is one of the only people who actually can notice this one. So you notice that basically the drinks that Elma is giving to your team, like to Gaston's not really paying for them. Like, seems to be like a kind of unspoken agreement between the two of them that they're like they have something going on. But the drinks keep coming. You keep having a nice time.
They don't stop coming.
They don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming.
Later on in that evening, if you guys don't have anything you'd like to talk to about any of the NPCs in the bar, you can continue on. Is that where we're kind of at?
Is that man in the corner still eating bread and crying?
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention as well. Is he still having a pretty rough time over there?
Yes.
Can we bring him some vegetables?
He's honestly always. You may, if you would like.
Do you have anything healthy on you? Do you think this place has healthy food?
Yep.
I
think he's eaten roast chicken and 3 lots of bread. So he's gotten through most of his bread and the chicken, but you know.
I've just learned how wonderful this beer stuff is, so I'm going to buy him one and take one to him.
Buy him a beer.
Yeah, she hands you a beer. You don't actually buy the beer. He just hands you the beer.
It's just on tap.
No, because at this point you're probably too drunk to really. It's like, okay.
I'm like a blubbering mess.
At this point, probably if you've been having enough beers, you're like, I'm gonna go be friends with that guy.
Basically,
it's that level of drunk at this point. So you go over to him
every weekend.
So just move your character so I know where you're going, what you're doing.
Beautiful. My apologies. I'm on the wrong screen.
Yeah.
Wowza. I'm going to head over to about... Yeah, I'll get kind of in his personal space.
Get up. Personal space. He likes his personal space, so watch out. He like kind of turns his gaze up with like that kind of like look. He's like, hello?
Hello! I brought you a beer!
Thank you.
And I'll kind of like stare at him. And I'm just going to see what his reaction is. I'm not going to move. I'm just going to give him the beer and just kind of look at him.
Very nice of you.
You're very welcome, citizen. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
I'll kind of like, when he says he's fine, I'll kind of just spit on a heel and leave. He seems fine.
Yeah. You guys the like, guys, he said he's fine.
Basically, yeah. I'll come over next to
violin.
And he like,
I'll sit add refrain.
I'll come and sit
he
next
like,
to Mo.
he like kind of like brings his beer a little closer and he's like, drinks it a little bit and he's like,
Bear just kind of like brings up this like sad refrain, like,
Just having a day.
Like, oh, he's not. His vibes are very low. Oh no! I can sense on the vibe.
You have not passed the vibe check.
What kind of bards would you be if you do not fix his vibe?
I'm not fixing his vibe. I'm just playing a sad melody because I feel bad for him.
You just make it like worse. It's like existential dread, and you're like,
life's hard, buddy. It's not the world's smallest violin, but it is playing just for you.
That's great.
Cheer the man up, musicians. Come on, play us a tune.
Sing us a song. You're the
slightly.
a song.
Start playing like the Jason theme.
Yep. Dun 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 dun.
Was
Thunderstone theme.
You have some good songs that perhaps might prick his ears and his heart. I'm going to mosey over, much like a waiter, like a person that won't go away until you give them money. I'm just going to start plucking my loot at him aggressively.
Do you make a whole thing of like, I'm here for you.
the leg on the chair next to him.
Yeah, leg on the chair, like so.
We have props.
You exactly.
I'm gonna have to go buy a violin now, aren't I?
Of course, yeah. I get a gold. So you like. Can I play you a song, sir? Is that what you say to me?
Yeah. The song is called "Sunshine of Your Love." Boop boop beep boop 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 beep boop beep. Getting near dark.
All right.
Boop boop beep beep.
Roll me your performance check, you absolute savage.
By the way, Damon just loves this guy. By the way, I'm like sitting up at the counter, looking back at him, just like grooving.
Just grooving, soaking it in.
Literally just vibing. Just
Big check, big plus 7.
Holy damn! That's a
Heck yeah.
Nailed it.
I just invented a genre.
Alright.
Human music. I like it.
Human music for the soul.
Oh
my god.
How does he like it? Does he enjoy my twangings?
He is a fan of your twangings.
He honestly loves it. He's like it. You can definitely see the moment he shifts and he starts to smile. What is the actual song like? Just let me hear it
again.
You'd like to hear it again?
Mm-hmm.
Well, an encore.
Actual twanging.
We're just gonna couple like boing boing.
For humans,
working
it
hard,
sounds
man.
incredible.
Oh dear.
Amazing. All right.
He inspires him because he knows that he can do better.
So
can I roll an insight check on sad guy that needs vegetables then? Because is he feeling better?
You can see like his sadness shift a bit. Like he's obviously still sad, but it does give him a moment of like he kind of like laughs and chuckles a little bit, and you see his spirits raise quite a lot.
Oh, we brightened his day.
You see
goodness.
that like he like
we can all go home now.
He offers Hubert a seat. Like have a seat, friend.
Encounter complete.
And he invites you to basically sit down with him and have a chat with him if you.
I absolutely will. Give me that Roll20 app. Bang!
Get him.
Sit down.
Well, actually, that's not a chair. I'll sit on a chair.
Get over there, Hubert. Get on there. Get up in his grill.
I'm going to get on the chair.
Yeah, you're on the chair.
Stand on the chair to be above so that he can see each beautiful note. See the vibrations of his soul.
He seems nods like, thank you. I don't really. He obviously seems like a kind of guy. He looks like a blacksmith kind of individual. He's kind of heavy set. He's got like a heavy looking apron on. He's we're a hard working kind of stiff. And he kind of expresses his gratitude. Basically, he's it's hard, obviously, to put into words. I'm not that good at them, but that was nice of you. Thank you. It's been a hard years at this point, and it's only getting harder, it seems. And he kind of slowly starts going a little bit back into his spiral, but he's actually at least talking to you now about where he's at. Yeah.
Oh.
It's just ardent therapy.
Yeah. Do you want to know his tale? Huh?
Yes.
Ask him his tale. You ask him his tale.
David will ask him his tale.
He gives you the lonely old guy in the tavern look, and is are you sure? It's not anything nice.
Tell us your tale, my blue-collar bud.
My name is Dormant. I am a resident. Well, I was a citizen, I guess, now of Area. It was what it used to be. It's hard to really express what it's like now. It feels like a different world. People are afraid. They stay in their houses. They watch and suspect anyone that they don't know is someone out to hurt them, steal from them, to destroy whatever semblance of peace or safety that they imagine having. The paladins and clerics, they tried to help at the start. The Knights of St. Alban, they tried to help at the start, then they started getting sick too. With them getting sick and with us getting sick and everyone getting sicker and sicker, it just felt like it was never going to stop. Then people started to lose hope. 2 years is a long time. 2 years is a long time for anything like this to happen to a people, but we didn't know how bad it would truly get. Now, I don't recognize my home. I don't recognize the people in it, and currently all I'm looking for is my brother. He's on that board over there, you've noticed. David. Younger brother. He wanted to become a doctor, a healer. He was going to go to the city, but he never came back. He said he would be returning this way, but I haven't seen him. I don't really know what I should have expected. Not from this world, at least. Take solace in the fact that you at least made me happy this, if that is your intent. And he kind of, as he gives you a moment to respond to this.
I'm bawling. I'm a big crier. My character cries a lot.
Sleeping.
I've fallen asleep.
Nice.
Like Damon, as you notice at this point, head in arms. He's fallen asleep halfway through the story.
He's drunk.
He's drunk as hell.
Hectic snoring.
And I'm not crying.
Yep. He like the guy at the doorman stands. He's I'm gonna go to bed. Maybe head out from the morning. Hope you and your companions have a good travel. I hope you find what you want. He says to you.
Yeah, I'm just processing. I'm just saying, there is always another dawn, my friend. You can live from dawn till dusk, and then another dawn will rise. Every day is a new chance.
I used to believe it. But it feels like there's a veil of darkness that I can't pull away, that no one can pull away. There's only the twilight and dusk. Well met, Hubert. And he heads off to his phone.
Damn.
Bear just sort of leans over to Lillian and goes, "If we leave now, do you think Hubert will not notice?"
I can't see with all the crying.
There's too many tears!
One bard.
There's too many tears! Yeah. By the way...
As much as I think we could, I couldn't do that to him. Not right now. Not when he's vulnerable.
Yes.
Oh, you're so wonderful.
I'm not going to go comfort him, though.
You also
no, but I'm
notice
gonna
that,
go and pick up the passed out one.
you do also notice that it seemed like most of the bar heard this as well. It's strange. He seemed to talk with like a weight that just traveled across the room, and even like the people on the other side of the bar, like they seem to know his story. They seem to understand in a way that you guys might not in the same way. Like there's a definite energy of Gaston who gets it, and obviously the bartender, and they all kind of give like a solemn like nod and like as he travels off. But for the stream as well, and for the knowledge of like what is possible, there are two options in this fun game that we're going to be running today, or in general in the entire stream. There's wholesome and there's horrifying. That was a wholesome moment.
Hey!
Blessed and lovely. So nice. You can choose either wholesome or horrifying, which will have different effects as the stream goes on. So do let us know if you want to comment on what your vote is, and we'll keep that in mind for next time. Fun facts.
Ooh.
From there,
is that like a karma system?
it is kind of like a karma system. It's just what will happen to you guys, not what will happen to the stream, though. So
I hope not. I sure hope not.
Yeah, no, hopefully not. No horrifying vibes. Just karma vibe plus one
You're
karma.
inflicted by 799 ping.
Yep.
Yeah, the chat votes horrifying and they get swatted.
So wholesome. Yeah, that's what you need.
W.
Give that sweet. Which you would have some pretty wholesome vibes at this point. You probably got +2 to wholesome at this point because you saved the guy who's in the coffin and you let him go without trying to murder him, and you listen to the man's story.
We did take payment for healing the dude and letting him go. That's less wholesome.
Less wholesome, but not entirely unwholesome, right?
Not entirely unwholesome. We'll tell you that it's nil. You helped him out.
Balances.
By the way, so when Lillian picks up Damon, he'll kind of be a little bit awake, and he'll kind of stand up because I'm quite a pretty large dude. So I will get up with you, and I will be kind of awake, but I'll put my arm over your shoulder, and I'll be kind of just mumbling nonsense.
And she's probably just saying, that non-entity, you're good, gonna get you to bed, get you a glass of water.
The mum energy that you need.
Busy mum energy
is group mum.
Yeah.
Yep. Den mother.
If anyone ever says, I can't find my, and then she starts looking for it, you know it's going to get found.
I can't find my phone. I can't find my keys. Just looking at my perception, though, this may be a thing.
You can have a mum look.
Yeah.
Digging it.
Love that. Clean your room. Make sure you leave it nice and tidy for the nice.
Make sure your tent is all done.
Yeah.
Wipe down your tent when you're finished and packing down.
Yeah. You're the one who knows how to set up the tent properly, so you're like, every time.
Bear does not know how to set up a tent properly. Guys, we've been traveling together for a month, and he's clearly just hopeless at it.
She's probably attempted to teach you 3 times and has given it up at this stage.
Yeah,
He's sleeping in a very nice bed.
Just carrying the bed the whole time.
So you go up obviously into the bedroom. So if you look at the dungeon, you'll be able to see the dungeon card side. You'll be able to see the bedroom. It's just a kind of simple looking bedroom. Just kind of tell you what it looks like. There's 2 beds each room, obviously. But yeah, you settle down basically for the night at this point, I'll say, and then we'll get on to the evening and the next day. Okay?
Yeah.
So during the evening, I would like you all to roll me a perception as you're quietly napping. I will give disadvantage to Damon, obviously, because he got got real drunk last night, and yes, that's cool. It's good to party.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, so you got 15 for damage with disadvantage.
Yeah. I'm still rolling. So I got a 7.
Literally just rolling.
I got 11.
Alright.
Waiting for them all to roll in.
Mm-hmm.
Doth my 10 not impress you?
My 10 does not be impressed. I say that's 7, 10, 14, 13. Alright. Bed. You are the only one who hears a slight kerfuffle downstairs. It seems to be like kind of heavier kind of boots, the door opening rather decidedly, and slightly raised voices from downstairs.
Okay, well, I need to go and sticky beak. I need to know what's going on.
You simply must.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep. So you head down into the tavern.
He's not going to go all the way downstairs. So it's like stand in the stairwell and see if he can listen.
Yep. So let me get your character in. See them. Cool.
Shit, there's
people down here. What are they here for? Who's to say? What do they need? Alright. They
yeah.
You're just sneaky vibing.
Ninja.
Yep. So no one else is actually in the tavern right now, obviously, except for, of course, the bartender who is talking with 3 heavily armored-looking paladins.
Okay.
There's one individual as well, similarly kind of armored in probably a breastplate and a like the halberd as well.
Yeah.
And they seem to be talking at the innkeeper kind of directly.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
Give me a perception roll.
Okay. Hold on. I need to check my sheet every single time because.
Flex your ears.
Yeah.
Shit your pants.
God damn.
Listening.
Listen. All right. So with the 15 to listen, you hear basically the conversations. We're here investigating a fugitive. You will tell us who and where he is. Where he is and who he was with. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. It's you know a individual by the name of Gaston. They would have been bringing goods and services here, but we believe that they were also harboring a fugitive. We need to know where they are and if he stored any goods. He's you're free to go downstairs and have a look. I could honestly not say. It's up to you. So one of them looks over towards the stairwell.
Mm-hmm.
The other 2 look down to the cellar. These 2 head down, and the knight kind of starts. The other knight kind of starts walking, and the kind of other fellow follows after him. He looks much more vertical. He doesn't have the full helmet, but this guy is got the full helmet, and he's coming straight towards you, or at least he's starting to walk in that direction. So, would you like to do a hide and try and?
How dead am I gonna be? Let's see.
I don't know. Just he's in full plate, so right.
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm instead going to continue down the stairs into the tavern.
Just slip by so they don't see you.
Huh?
I'm gonna try and slip by him so they don't see you.
No, he's not making an effort to hide. He's going to put on I'm really tired, rubbing sleep out of my eyes, and go and approach the barkeep and ask for another beer to help him sleep.
Yep. So feel free to move your character around the place. And as you kind of do that, the knight and the cleric obviously look at you with a... the cleric seems to look at you with a kind of fine look, but the knight's gives you a kind of looks you over and kind of glares a little bit and looks back to the barkeep and is like, "Sure, no." And he like basically allows you to kind of move in, and then he those two head off upstairs.
Yeah, as soon as they start heading upstairs, he just turns and starts to follow them upstairs. Not like
so Lillian and Herbert, you now can hear like heavy footsteps coming up the stairs.
Whoa!
What if my bards is missing?
Oh no!
Oh no! One of my idiots is missing.
Yeah, that's it.
Lillian, whatever do we do?
Open the door?
Yep.
Up. Opens door.
Tiefling.
Pokes head out. Probably horns go first.
Yes.
They happen to be right next to you as you open the door, so you just stab them.
I mean, yeah, if you got like upright goat horns, they're definitely like pointy as hell. So you obviously sit, like you look out of your bedroom into like the stomping, and there's like as described, a huge, heavy set looking knight moving down the hallway, making some amount of effort to be quiet, but ultimately failing in the attempt in full.
You're in full plate. You're not being quiet at all.
So you guys roll me another perception test. And actually, everyone upstairs can roll me another perception test. Let's go everyone roll a perception test, actually, because you'll be able to hear something.
Beep boop.
I got a 16.
Rip.
Like me, I got a 12.
There we go.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Goddamn, Lillian. Yikes.
Lillian's on alert.
Oh yeah, wait, you rolled a 2 and got a 12? What?
No, it's plus 2 to perception. Yeah. He rolled a 10.
Plus 2, okay.
Yeah, Jesus, can you imagine?
Yeah, no. I saw the 2, I was like, oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my. Right. So Herbert, Lillian, and Mog, you hear some glass break in basically one of the rooms. You hear some like board snap. And then as you hear that, like you got like wait, where's Damon? Oh yeah, you heard it here as well. So Damon, you hear like this kind of like breaking of glass, and then the knight running towards the door with the cleric behind him. They burst open the door, and you hear this very aggressive "God damn it!" and like they start running back down the stairs.
I rush to. Do I have a window as well?
You do have a window. Yeah.
I'm going to rush to my window and see what's out there.
You see Gaston jumping down onto basically like the stabled area, running across the roof, and then jumping onto the back of a carriage.
Ah, shit!
Our ride is leaving.
And I'll start running out of the room and calling out to all of my friends.
Yeah.
Our ride is leaving!
Bear just sort of flattens himself against the hallway so that the knights can run past him like, please don't crush me.
So they run back downstairs and like basically they call the knights below. It's like, and like they're running up at the same time. I will say that bed has just gotten to about here when the kind of commotion happened, and then like you move back to here as they run back out, and
look at them zoom.
Like, zoomy zoom zoom with that full plate energy about them.
As like Damon starts to like get down the stairs, that's when the hangover starts to kick in as well. Yeah. So he just has to stop.
It's like,
wait.
So I'm gonna assume that all of you guys head on downstairs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sitting down on a chair.
Just sit on the floor, just like,
Yeah, sit on the floor. Meanwhile, like the kind of
I lie down on the bear rug.
Yeah, just have a little cheeky.
Touch the furry wall.
Touch the furry wall. So Elma is like kind of looking this happen with like a frustrated look. The cleric remains in the room as the knights run off, and kind of like looks as you guys like enter into the room. And I'm gonna quickly check if he heard you guys say, "Our ride's leaving."
Oh yeah, I definitely would have yelled that, by the way, like top of my lungs.
Ride is leaving.
Our ride is leaving.
No, probably not then. He's like, he is still chilling down here, and he sees all you guys like basically wake up and run down, and he's like,
We heard a commotion.
Yes, commotion, I say from the floor.
What is the meaning of this? I was sleeping so sound.
we're chasing a fugitive. You have nothing to worry about.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, that seems fine.
Back to sleep then.
Right, a fugitive. Mm-hmm. What did he do?
He escaped. I am not entirely certain of exactly why the Knights of St. Alban want him, but I know that I am here to assist him. You don't happen to know anything about it, do you? He gives you guys all a look, and Elmo like passes the look to all you all, and he's like, he seems to ask you quite directly. Do you know anything about this fugitive, Michel Ventana?
I don't even know who the fugitive is.
I don't even know what a fugitive is. I say from the floor.
He's very drunk. Please ignore him.
I'm gonna not respond and prod Damon and be like, "Did you bring your water skin downstairs?"
Yeah. I'm gonna start drinking it. I'm gonna start drinking it.
Roll me a deception check, anyone, because he says the name. He says the name of the guy who you found in the coffin.
This is how I get around not rolling a deception check.
18, yes.
Oh my god, you're so good at deception.
18, yes.
These dice hate me.
I'm going to say, I just came downstairs for a Midsummer Night's Ale. That's a good name for a play.
Oh.
Almost got him. God damn. That deception.
Deception, what a man.
What a man, what a fan.
What about a good man?
Yep. So is that everyone? Is that everyone?
I think so.
Damon got 18, but Morgan 18, but
I didn't lie, so do I have to roll?
yeah, you don't have to roll. No, you don't have to roll. It's like, maybe a little bit just to conceal the fact that you're like, oh, that guy.
Just so you don't twitch when he says his name or something.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, he's got like the scope on. He's got like the night vision scope on everyone. He's like looking at all of the pores of our faces.
Fun fact: this is the cleric of Vanathar, who is the god of honesty and goodness and good time paladin times.
Why?
Whoops.
He is
people.
He is the goodest boy. This is why I thought you were like a paladin of Vanathar, because Vanathar is like the goodest guy.
The goodest boy in all the land.
Goodest boy. He's the goodest boy. The Knights of St. Alban, they're fine.
I think I just read it wrong, because it's like the first rolling down. It's like the first thing.
Well, you know, yeah. Well, that's fair. Yep. Well, technically he's part so Vanathar and Saint Alban are tied together as like Saint Alban is a saint of Vanathar, which is a fun thing in this particular world where gods and stuff like that can endow people and give them kind of like demigod-like powers, and they can be worshipped and stuff like that. It's a whole thing. But we'll get to that just now. So he gives you the look and is like, you don't happen to want to tell me who was helping him get here then?
I already passed my deceiving thing, and I'm
looks more to Braid and Baird.
Baird sort of points out like the horse and carriage that said he was.
Name. So do you know his name? My apologies. I didn't mean to assume. I just want to try and get this fugitive to justice, and if he's already left, then that's going to be an issue.
At that point, I'll look up and I'll say, "Yeah, I saw him leave. He left. He's gone."
I would assume that's why your knights nearly took me out as they ran out the door.
As be frustrating.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Well, I suppose I will let you know for reference what he did. Because if you happen to see him again or know anything of his whereabouts, that would be more.
Yes, that sounds like quite a tale. I will spin it into the ultimate play.
The ultimate play, you say?
I'll call it The Fugitive, and I hope it involves a waterfall scene.
Catch me if you can.
Oh, catch me if you can. Honestly. Oh.
Now you see me.
Leo! Leo DiCaprio, god of bards in this world. Just saying.
I will accept that.
Yeah, if you're going to make an entire Leo DiCaprio bard god, I'm so about that life right now. Always questing for the sacred golden idol that never achieve it.
Sorry, Leo. Fucking annihilated.
Fucking annihilated. He got one, didn't he, recently? Anyway.
He did.
He did.
Finally.
Good. Honestly,
after,
good.
You know, cutting his hand open on set and breaking his bones and stuff.
It was Revenant, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Revenant.
Yeah. Reborn God. That's a good time. All right. Well, from what we understand, this Michael Van Thanner is responsible for some tracking of people. Some trafficking of people in and out of larger hubs within. I believe that his small amount of enterprise has led to the infection and death of many people, which unfortunately has meant that he has been hunted by the Knights of St. Alban, therefore by me, therefore, obviously, if you know where he is and you know what he's been up to, then it'll be very helpful. If his enterprise is allowed to continue and spell more doom. And he kind of gives you that kind of solemn look. And he kind of he stands up. He moves down over like a little bit away, just to check downstairs. Seems to notice the coffin from the kind of vantage point up, obviously where he is, and then turns back to the barkeep and is like, and gives a kind of look of like, anything you want to tell me? He's like he just kind of goes, no, not my problem.
I know shit.
I don't know shit. And then he actually just heads out, like, he heads out the doorway, basically. He's like, before I leave, though, I should mention my name. Sorry, it's been a long night. My name's Matherman. Pleasure to meet all of you. I suspect that we might meet again sometime.
He's bared very quietly, like.
And with that, he just generally leaves.
First name Mather, last name Man?
Nope, his name's Matherman. It seems to be his only name.
Like Beyonce.
Like quietly, like
like Beyonce.
Man.
He's like
Baird.
Like Cher.
Only one name.
Like Baird.
Who needs a family name?
No one needs a family name, honestly. So you guys are inside the tavern. What would you guys like to do now?
Go back to
hear,
bed.
Like, you hear like a few minutes later, like the sounds of horses, like.
Yeah.
Nice. Love that foley.
Like smashing away. Yeah, good
There's
foley.
your coconuts.
Yeah. I don't have any. I need a little like machine. But you'll head back to bed.
Yeah, I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, definitely.
We all
Nice.
want to be well rested. Thank you very much.
Honestly, congratulations, team. You are the first people who have not been arrested by the Knights of St. Alban.
Nailed it. Go team.
Go team.
Not arrested.
Yeah.
Not arrested. Not arrested. Because most of the time, people don't actually get the guy awake downstairs, and so he's just hanging out. He's like, "I'm gonna take this guy now." He's like, "I'm not letting you take this guy." And then they're like, "I have to take this guy." Wrecked. So you head back upstairs, and the next morning, much like before, the bar's again filled with people, and yeah, it's basically morning. There's no sign of the clerics of the paladins or of
Our ride.
your ride, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Stew is prepared and presented like for everyone with again a crust of tasty bread.
Delicious.
Mm.
Yum.
Mm.
Dip it in the beer. Makes it taste even better.
Even better.
It's the tavern equivalent of a cherry on top.
Yep. A beer on top. Delicious.
Pushes the beer to someone else. Like no,
The froth is the cream, you see. Yep. So what's the plan for today?
Here's the
Well,
plan
our
for
ride just
today.
left, so we did have a plan. Now we don't.
I mean, we could walk.
We could. That's true.
Not going to kill
Lot of
us to
fresh
walk.
air.
We still have
To
that.
run us up.
We still have that stone that his phone
can-
number on.
Let's
can call him,
not
that's right.
summon him back here.
You get
Like,
on,
that's a bad idea.
get onto the road first. Then something.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It could only be like a voice communication thing as well. It might not be like a whole summoning him because I think he'd be really shitty at times if we just kept on summoning him.
I think that's what a sending stone is, isn't it? You just
It's text
you can
message.
send a message, yeah.
Yep, it's a 25-word message that
Really,
gets
not even
25. That gets 25 words back. So he
not even 49.
no, not 49. Yeah. Yep. So you're like, hey, we're still here. Do you want us to meet you somewhere? Are you okay?
I hope
this
you're not dead.
sleepover Sucks.
Hashtag hopefully not dead. But then again, with a ring of like freedom of movement,
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
he'll be fine.
He's alright.
Fine.
He's an alright guy. He's look. He probably does this for a living. Honestly.
Mm-hmm. It's fine.
Isn't that a type of ring that you'd have to attune to, though?
Yeah, takes an hour to do so.
Oh, it's just an hour. That's fine then, I guess.
Short rest.
It's an hour of doing not too much. So technically, a short rest can be like you guys just hanging out in the tavern. You're like vibing in the tavern, be like, oh yeah, this is nice. This is fun. It's as long as you're not doing anything extraneous like combat or like hard skill checks, like actual skill checks, like figuring out a term or something like that. But even then, it's honestly depending on the GM most of the time, which I'm pretty lax on.
You're chill. You're not like regular DMs. You're cool DM.
Yeah, I'm
You're a cool DM.
Yeah. Hello, fellow kids. Yeah, I'm like, hello.
How do you do, fellow children?
You're the uncle that buys loud presents for Christmas, and then the mum's looking at them like,
No, things with batteries in them.
things with batteries. Oh.
Things that make a noise, things that like.
Your mum specifically takes the batteries out and tells you it's broken. Then you take it back to the cool aunt who bought it for you. Cool aunt's like, oh, batteries.
Look, yeah, we all know the cool aunt is only. So like, yeah, gotcha.
Cool aunt DM.
Yeah,
I love that.
All right. So yeah, you gonna like give a sentinel cheeky message to Gaston? Gaston.
Well, maybe we should get on the road and then we
let's.
a cheeky
I feel like
text.
as the mum member of the group, that Lillian has to be in control of the sending stone.
Yep,
definitely not Damon.
Don't give it to the idiots.
Yep. So if you guys pull up the archway, as well, you can have a look at what the old trail looks like. It's similar to the old, but yeah, it's there.
That's
Which one?
lucky.
Oh, garden. No, wait, no.
Nope.
Easy about it.
The archway card.
Yes.
What's?
Oh, trees.
Right, there we go.
Trees and things.
Trees and things.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here it is.
That's high trees.
oh yes, there we go.
Very cool Kanye.
It's not working.
Working. I got it. Old mate is already there. What the heck?
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of trees.
Oh, never mind. That's just the road
There
card.
it goes.
That's the road card next to it.
Oh, hello.
That's a lot of tree.
That's, yeah.
I just,
That's true.
so I'm just going to go way back.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, you get the full breadth of it.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Cool.
Oh yeah, if you like, you can like zoom in and like see
Because
underneath.
it picks up the card so well.
Huh.
Awesome to watch people just
Look at
fuck
that.
Pretty.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I love
The
it.
stream was looking at something slightly different, but it's okay. And yeah, so you're heading basically to old little map. So you guys are on the borders right about here in the old Ruskel map. And you're heading into Nymeria. Now, Amberhold. Oh, sorry, not Amberhold. Amberhold is obviously the capital, but there is another one called Arborstown, which is about here on the map. Obviously, this is the larger world map with a smaller Numerian map, which we'll get eventually for campaign, but that'll be a later thing for now. So, you're basically heading towards Arbortown at this point in time, and you're going to just use the setting stone?
Yeah, guess that's what we're doing.
Yep. Alright. Comprise your 25 words that you would like to impart.
Comprise your tweet.
Comprise your tweet.
Is I.
Just I.
I'm sitting here like thinking like, hey baby, we still good?
That's what you wanted. Like, here you go.
Hope you're not dead. Can we get a lift?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I like
my
that
God.
original one, because what if someone's hacked our sending stone? What if they're getting our messages?
Yeah. Can you imagine like a sending stone with like the countess be like, hey, you up?
You up?
That's what every bard must like need. Absolutely. It's like
a bard just walking around with like 20 sending stones in their fucking pocket.
oh shit! Yeah, go. Yeah, I'm there.
You up, babe?
Teeing up those noble ladies.
Booty calls. Yeah, gotta tee up those noble booty calls.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably lonely in their ivory towers. It's
100%. Look, it's very lonely. Can confirm.
Can confirm. Yeah. The thug life. The thug life didn't choose you. You chose the thug life. Something like that.
I'm pretty sure I was sold into the thug life, but whatever.
Yeah.
You're never lonely with a song in your heart and friends by your wing.
Very true. You can always make friends with music.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really want to believe that you're singing Udalali right now.
Yes. Yes, that is exactly what my character is singing. Just strumming along on the lute as we walk.
Yeah. You are that chicken that we all wanted to be when we were watching.
The rooster.
Oh, sorry. Rooster. I mean, it's still a chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Calm down. Whoa.
I have 3 chickens in my yard. I'll prove to you the difference.
No rooster? Oh.
No. You're not allowed to have roosters in the suburbs.
Oh, okay. Fun fact. There you go.
They make a lot of noise.
Yeah, they are loud boys.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
My mother has
Regulations in
many.
Queensland.
My mother has many chickens and roosters.
When I get my farm, I'm going to have many chickens.
Yeah, you cottage core, amazing human being. Yeah.
Cottage core, best core, all cores. All right. So, have you comprised your message, Steph?
Yeah, literally what I said before. Hey baby, you're right. Can we still get a ride?
Sorry, I assumed it would be much more in depth than that, but it's my mistake.
Is your Uber still working?
He's like, okay, so he's like,
somewhere Gaston is looking at the sending stone or however it communicates and being like, why?
Why did I give these idiots a fucking stone?
Assuming that he actually has the sending stone.
Yeah, like, assuming he's not dead.
Because those paladins look like they were chopped as heck.
They look pretty mad.
Nice save.
Yeah, nice save. I was so close too. But he does this fun. He's like, yes. Sorry for last night. Something came up, but
4 things came up.
Arbortown.
I don't want to know what came up,
Shouldn't
buddy.
be too long of a walk for you.
Meeting at Harbortown.
So what did you say again? It was, hey babe, you okay?
Hey baby, you're right. Are we still good for a ride?
Baby's all good, always. Yeah.
Beautiful.
You basically be walking your way to Arbortown, unfortunately, because the heat's on. The fuzz, they got him. Well, they didn't get him because he can talk, but, you know.
Unless it's the fuzz who's responding.
Yeah. You do see the heavy, like, tracks where, like, the paladins have obviously moved, like, past. And so, if you want to do me a quick survival roll, you can generally suss your way out to getting to Arbortown.
Yep.
Make that range of juice happen. Oh,
sorry.
Wait. Do you not have survival as a class skill as your ranger, Steph? Do you not have survival?
Yes, I do.
A +1 then? That seems strange.
No, that was a different roll.
Ah, right. Yeah.
From another time.
It happens a bunch though. Yeah. All right.
I did roll very well anyway.
Oh no!
I
was about to ask if you wanted bardic inspiration.
I should have got that.
Probably should have.
Like,
It was not hard to do, but boy howdy did you manage to do it. So, yes, so Steph's basically leading the way. Herbert, you kind of like...
Yes!
You're like, before you follow the tracks, I will probably say for survival checks, I assume that you're going to rely on the cheese.
The ranger.
The ranger.
Yes.
You do have a similar... You do have a comparable score to her, for sure, though.
I'm going to say about how green the trees are and describe the ground as kickable dirt. One might find a sorrowful eve here.
I'm just going to be really confident I'm going in the right direction.
How did everyone do better than the ranger?
I know, right?
The ranger rolled bad.
Right. So, like, Damon just starts walking in a direction, and Lillian, you're kind of like going obviously to the side with Mog. And I'll say Hubert and Bed, you're not exactly sure which way to go. You feel like Damon might be going the right way, but the fact it's Damon and your experience with him thus far has not
it's not been great.
It's not instilled a lot of like confidence in him. So you're like, oh, that woman has a bow.
This can't be good.
Honestly, come up with who you want to follow. It's either Damon or Lillian.
Bear turns to Mog and says, "Your idiot is escaping."
Well, I better go
Is that not nice?
Wait, let me just check that. Oh no, I'm fine.
A rock! Perhaps a rock might show us the way.
It's fine, I have a permit. It's like, this says I can do whatever I want. Yeah,
exactly.
It's the Bard card. Come on, man.
Yeah.
The Bard card.
Yep. Need one of those for Ardent for sure.
The Bard card.
The Bard card. Alright, so, yeah.
The SAS levels, they are high.
Which way are you going? Left or right? Basically, at this point.
Well, we know it's supposed to be west, right?
Yeah.
So away from the sun. Whoever's walking away from the sun.
They're both going in a slightly it's a slightly north, slightly south. In the westward.
What? So slightly northwest and slightly north south.
I'd be going slightly northwest. That's the direction I'm going in.
Yeah, slightly northwest.
In my head.
Yeah, that seems good. Yeah, northwest seems good, and the other one's going slightly southwest. I know what directions are.
Yeah, it just sort of looks at Lillian and it's like, you've not led us astray so far.
I mean, yeah.
Not true.
He's been following her for a month.
Yeah,
she's starting to doubt herself now. Can she roll again? Or is that like she double check herself?
You can probably double check yourself.
Wait, do you want the bardic inspiration this time?
If you'd like.
With bardic inspiration, all you need as well is to say yeah, Lillian's never given it let us go astray, and that gives you the I haven't, have I?
That's double. Can we double up on that inspo?
I don't think you can double up on
the inspo.
Just
do it.
Oh,
just do it.
Actually, no. I think some things do and some things don't. I played a bard with another bard that was a lot better at barding than me, but I think some of our things stacked and others didn't.
Let me get to the bard section. Let's have a quick.
Apparently, bardic inspiration can be added after seeing the roll, but not before knowing the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Okay, that's very nice.
So yeah, it's 1d6 extra.
Okay.
And I haven't done this yet, but I'm going to play my song.
Well, I'll say you can both. You can do it. You can both give us some bardic inspiration.
Can we do a sick loot duel?
Yep.
Oh,
dueling loots.
I imagine Nick's on one side, Bed's on the other. It's like, oh, we should go this way. It's like, let's let Lily decide.
Some sweet Metallica guitar riff, really fast.
Beautifully harmonized.
It's just a really nice melodic, we believe in you.
Yeah. We definitely know it's something that Lillian will like because we've been traveling with Lillian for a while. It's her special song.
What is Lillian's preferred rock or preferred music?
I don't know.
There's
she probably had no opinion until these two tacked onto her journey.
Yeah, there's Doot Magic.
Or she tacked onto theirs.
Doot Magic
Jury's out.
There's Doot Magic Flute. There's Hurdy Birdie Super Gurdy. Is there any other instruments I'm missing here from you guys? You got Hurdy Gurdy, lute, flute.
I could use my rapping
I've got a
talent.
violin and a lyre, so good luck with that.
Yeah, guitar and yeah.
I trained with the kids.
I mean, Dude has got to win though. Like,
I imagine that this probably came up like very early on. You guys traveling together, like, okay, what's your favorite music? Like, what? Like, do you have favorite music? Like,
maybe it's that. Maybe it's that. Like, no, and then ever since then, both have been trying to figure out.
It's like a battle for like.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about this?
Yeah, but how does this vibe with you? Like, are you digging it?
Is this all right?
Let me try this.
What about a
Like,
zither?
imagine you're strumming like a little bit too hard, and like veins are popping in your head.
All right, roll for double. Roll with double inspo, Lillian.
Okay, so that's 2d6 as well.
Oh, so likely to succeed as well.
Also,
Okay,
a giant musical note has appeared next to your head. So I'm a college of... What's it called? A college of potential. So here are the things that can happen with a big musical note that is now floating next to your head.
Okay.
Which chat will I throw this in? The College of Eloquence.
Well, currently it's 22 on the roll.
Yeah.
Look at that.
22 on the roll. Oh, look at this.
Just attack her with a thunder-based attack. You got it.
Taste my lightning, sucker. All right.
That's like peak, like, Guitar Hero.
All right. So with your quite good roll, with your extra, so actually, is there anything else happening with the potential note of potential?
Are you just chilling? It's just floating around.
Just vibing. All right, cool. That's fine. With this roll, you see two lots of tracks. One lot of tracks goes off to the southeast. One goes to the southwest. One goes to the northwest. The northwest one you think is the one that you want to head on to because you can see actually the carriage tracks. The other one seems to be like another encounter that seems to be like someone had run down there to at great speed, but you're not exactly sure what it was about. Like,
yeah,
you can see like basically two horse tracks that like lead down there. But which one would you like to go for? There's the one that lead to Arbatown, and then there's the mystery box.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to explain to the party, like, this one's going to lead to Arbatown, this one's... Who knows?
Path that rocks.
If you look down the path to Arbatown, you can see a small daemon, like, kind of 20 meters out, kind of waving you all down.
Like,
okay.
Hey!
Oh, I've got temporarily blind.
Oh my god, the idiot was right.
Wow. I can't believe he was right.
Why are you waiting?
Because nobody trusts you to follow you.
A single tear rolls down my face.
Cool shit.
Unseen by anyone.
Yeah. In my full face grill, a single tear rolls down my cheek.
I'm so sorry that Bear's being so mean to Damon.
I know, it's just out of like nowhere too. I love it.
It's the sassy bar energy. It's what you need.
It's a drow bard.
It's a drow bard. You have to have
sass and mean.
Yep.
When Damon accidentally like nudges you into a like ravine, don't be surprised.
It'll happen.
He just
won't be
bumps
shocked.
you. Oh no!
Yep.
Oh look, there he goes. Bye.
All right, which way are you going, team?
You probably
slightly north or slightly south.
Alright, are we going to Arbatown or are we going down Mystery Trail?
From the distance, I vote for Arbatown.
Yeah, she'll specifically turn and yell the options at you.
Yeah. I say the one I'm doing.
In your best mum voice, like, kids, we're going to the shops. It's like,
Put your shoes on.
oh god.
So help me God, I will turn this carriage around.
We don't have a carriage.
Bear just sort of points at Damon, just like, let's follow him.
Let's follow him.
Just to kind of reflect on what Mog is seeing. Mog has no fucking idea where he's going. He's automatically lost, and he didn't even notice that Damon slipped away. And he sees the ranger go, I'm going to go, oh fuck. And then the musicians get out
Dueling bards.
They just start this like duel of guitars, and everything just gets intense for a while as Lillian's just like that way with all this like hectic music, and Mog is dead like.
I really always want to believe it's like the mushroom thing from like Mario, like do. Like that's the only thing you guys played, but it was enough to be like inspired.
Inspired.
I just like the idea of after all that, there's like the shining light comes down and she points at distance. That's the way we should go. And there's me.
And there's David just standing.
I keep saying that.
Yeah, you like somehow illuminating Damon from in the distance, like, oh, yeah, kind of like the trail like leading in the direction, like, ah, yes,
with the obvious like wheel drags.
Yeah,
the wheel drag. All right,
it checks out.
Cool. You're heading on to Arbortown.
Yeah,
so basically you'll be able to get to Arbortown safe and sound, but that is actually all the time we have for this this particular stream today.
Oh no!
It's time. It's 5 o'clock. I know, but there's so much more terror and adventure to come.
You said you're
it's so exciting.
I know. It sounds cool. I would get a lot more playing, but you know, all good things must come to an end. However, for those in the stream right now, if you would like to vote for horror or wholesome, we will take your votes into consideration for next time, and it will depend on what you vote. Will maybe give these guys some nice wholesome times or some really scary times, but that's just the stream we've got here. So
Sick Days always got some ideas.
All right, Sydney's already voted for horror.
Oh god!
So at the moment it stands at 1 to horror and 0 to wholesome. So I hope you're ready for that. We're
all gonna die.
We have to vote.
Yeah, everybody, I'm gonna vote. Yes,
oh, how dare you!
Wholesome.
Stream, save me. Make sure they have the horror. Give them horror.
Let me use the chat.
Players might get a vote. I don't know. We could put that to a vote as well. But at this point,
I think all of the players get one vote. We all get one combined vote.
Yeah.
I think that sounds fair.
I think you've all voted for wholesome, so you get one vote for wholesome.
We have one wholesome vote versus one horror vote.
Yeah, give me more horror.
Yeah, you horror.
But yeah, no, that's everything we have for today. Just as a kind of quick wrap up as well. So Ardent Roleplay obviously are the guys who are helping us run, and obviously we all work like me myself. I work for Ardent Roleplay and have a great time doing that, making augmented reality for tabletop role-playing games like D&D, World of Darkness, and honestly, like so many at this point. We've got Call of Cthulhu, obviously, we'll be running at Gen Con. We'll be also looking at getting some Stargate content for everyone as well. So yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff that is going on with Ardent Roleplay right now, as well as this last Wednesday, we actually just got our player subscription, so do feel free to check out that, because it's actually a pretty solid deal for basically getting some cool 3D models for your tabletop games and having a little bit of something new in the old D&D. But yeah, I hope everyone's had a fantastic time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Very much enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Bye, bitches.
All right. Yeah. We'll leave it there, team, and we'll see you later. Have a bye. Bye. Bye.
Having something that you can kind of physically see and be like, this is what it is, this is what it looks like, is a very simple way to just keep story flowing.
It's another tool to communicate to the players what's happening.
Imaginations are endless.
Players who are new into the game, being able to describe, what a crypt or a dais or something is.
I believe we're in the presence of a trap.
With this, it's like, this pops right up on my screen, and I can see all this stuff, and I don't need to tell anyone about it.
That is amazing. That's so good.
Oh yeah, look at that. Dang.
To have that visualization right there. Pretty impressive, yeah.
Having the visuals, it kind of brings it into a cool world.